Oh, wait. I think I just need to clean my glasses. Hold on.
Get the coom. Get the coom off.
God damn it. All this has been recorded, too. Oh, boy.
So what was your favorite scene in Gran Torino? It's a Clint Eastwood quote, right? Al?
I've never seen it.
Shame.
This old man cleaning his glasses. I'll clean my glasses. I might actually have to edit the opening on this one.
Hey, Mike, look at these fucking losers with broken eyes.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot better.
We're the majority.
Yeah, you got the coom? Got all that coom off of it?
Ugh. Ah.
Okay, I'm gonna play the intro for the third time. Let me know. Oh, don't even let me know if you hear it.
Stole it, get out of here, scat it.
Joe clapping his ass cheeks. I'm harder as a motherfucker.
Relationship's like a fart. You gotta force it. It's probably shit. Ching-chong, me more meatball.
I ain't order no huevo. I wanted some eggs.
Pilot podcast can be summed up as the physical definition of a fucking aneurysm.
Hello and welcome to the Insomnicast Bracket Showdown. We are doing the movies, must-watch movies. I'm already fucking it up. I'm your one host, Eric, the Tri-Brid Trifecta from the Tri-State area. With me, I have Mike.
Hello.
I have Alex.
Yo.
I have Civ.
Oh, is that my cue to talk?
Sure.
Hi.
And we got Joe.
Why was I last? I'm
Well,
offended.
that's how the cameras are set up on my
It's all good.
recording. And then we might have Billy popping in at some point, so, keep a mind out for him. Right now in his place is the logo on the video of this. But yeah, we're doing the movie podcast. You guys should be able to see that already on the screen. There are some movies listed in a bracket formation. I'm going to toss it over to Alex to go through what we're about to do.
Alright, so basically we had 6 people input 20 of their favorite movies each, and then one of our buddies, his wife, put in the 8 wild cards. Everything got randomized into this list, but what we did was anything that was duplicates got set up next to each other so that they'd automatically get moved on to the next round. So, to start off, we're looking at Emperor's New Groove automatically getting moved on. Emperor's New Groove is thanks to the wild card, Tori, and her husband Billy both putting it in there. So I think that was a joint
Collusion
effort there. Yeah, there was some collusion, I'm sure.
There's collusion.
I'm sure.
Bracket
Put
fake.
Put in the fucking
Stop
movies
the
I do.
count.
Stop the count is what I was thinking.
Put the same damn movies I put. I swear to God.
So Emperor's New Groove automatically moves on to the next round. And we are going to start with our arguments of the Hitman's Bodyguard against A Few Good Men. Hitman's Bodyguard was put into this thanks to Joe. And we are looking at A Few Good Men thanks to Civ. So, if the two want to start their arguments, I am more than willing to listen.
Both are good.
Arguments
Joe,
and or
I'll let you,
Sid,
I'll
I'll
let you
do
have the
this.
floor first.
I gotta do this now, and I'll get out of the way. I want the truth. I want to know why you put that movie in.
You can't handle the truth. You want me on that bracket. You need me on that bracket. No, I think we can all agree we need a few good men in our life, and I'm surrounded right now by a few good men on this podcast, and I think that's a pretty good reason. But I gotta say, Hitman's Bodyguard is a really good movie. I do enjoy it. But if I would need anyone to be my bodyguard here, I'd say it'd be Joe.
I don't put. Well, I mean, if you do want to kill Sid, then that means you have to kill me first. So yeah, okay, I'm cool with that then.
Unless you get to sit first.
Yeah. But
He
yeah.
has.
So I pretty much put Hitman's on my list because I thought it was funny with Ryan Reynolds and everything, and like his whole story traveling across Europe with Samuel L. Jackson and all that, and just like it was weird. I remember seeing it in theaters, and I was like, oh man, like it must be wrapping up soon. And then like the movie continued for like another 20 minutes with like some funny lines here and there. So I thought that was pretty good. That's why I put it on there. But man, both are really good. Shit.
So I think
Yeah.
everybody had very different parameters when they were choosing their list too. So like you'll see some stuff on here that's like, oh well, that's like an Oscar-worthy movie, and you see a lot of stuff on here that's like, oh, that's a movie I would watch again. Like that is
Yeah.
a watchable fucking movie. So Hitman's Bodyguard, I think, is a watchable movie. A Few Good Men is one of those movies that's like, oh, that was a great movie that I saw that one time and haven't seen since. Civ, when's the last time you watched that movie?
I don't know. I tend to watch it pretty frequently when it's
Really?
on TV. Yeah, I enjoy
Oh,
it.
it's on TV. It just happens to be
That's
on,
what
so
it
like,
is.
I got nothing going on.
It's on replay on TNT. It's on replay on TNT every day. Yeah, it's just in the background.
DVR.
But no, I mean, and I think Mike will appreciate it because, like, being from the having a legal mind, it's a movie that really is I think
Resonates.
well thought out and resonates. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word you're looking for.
Sorry to burst your bubble here, but that movie is full of a lot of shit when it comes down to the legal parameters.
Isn't that
Well,
like
I never
every-
said you
every
were a good
single-
lawyer.
Every single legal movie's like that, though. I feel like
Yeah, that's
it's
pretty
all
much
bullshit.
the case.
Them walking around in front of the bench and shit like that. Yeah, you can't do that.
The only time I've seen any sort of media that portrays the courtroom correctly, actually 2 times.
12 Angry Men.
Although that's good there.
Sucks.
That wasn't on anyone's list, so I didn't have to watch it.
No, I haven't even seen that movie, but I've seen clips. It portrays the jury accurately. But Better Call Saul is like one of the shows that actually comes to mind. It's fast and loose, but they would kind of work like on the technicalities. And the other one was the dramatization of the O.J. Simpson trial, the one where Cuba Gooding Jr. was O.J.
No one's gonna say phrasing, like fast and loose. No phrasing. Okay, all right.
But yeah, aside
I
from
don't know
that,
if
A
that's
Few Good Men,
phrasing.
not really legally accurate. However, I would say it's a solid movie. I'm with you, Civ. I would watch it if it came on TV over
But
the
you
Hitman's
wouldn't
Bodyguard.
purposely put it on. If you come across it, you're gonna watch it. But if you're not sitting there putting it on.
With that
No,
too,
but I
Yeah,
would
but, like-
I wouldn't not even put on Hitman's Bodyguard because I would see it and I'd just be like, it's not
So-
interesting.
my
But,
two
like,
cents
think
on it
about
is just that, like, of these two movies, I watched A Few Good Men in a class in college. I watched Hitman's Bodyguard on my own and paid to go watch it. I was forced to watch A Few Good Men. I watched Hitman's Bodyguard on my own volition. That's my
was the
input on
first
it.
time you
That's
you
really
paid
weird.
for a Few
Yeah.
Good Men.
That's really weird. You paid to go watch The Hitman's Bodyguard when I'm pretty sure it was on Netflix, and you don't pay for that account, motherfucker.
Paid, quote unquote.
Just to be clear.
No, I think it's on
All I have
Amazon
to
too.
All I have to say is Kevin Bacon.
Okay, well, no, actually, Alex just
Kevin.
made me kind of flip sides here. It's a Netflix movie, and go fuck Netflix, so I might have to go to A Few Good Men on this one.
That's
'cause
not the
it's
first time you
Netflix.
said that.
What, fuck
Don't
Netflix?
tell him that I'm pretty sure Few Good Men was on Netflix at one point.
Yeah, okay, I'll flip you back. Tom Cruise is a fucking psychopath.
All right, and I'm back. Samuel Jackson, 1 over. Got
Scientology,
it.
motherfucker.
Scientology.
Wait, hold on. I got the chair and everything.
I'm
Steven,
in
Another
love.
this is the
Tom
thing, though.
Cruise.
Tom Cruise was actually acting in that movie. It wasn't a movie where he's just running really fast.
High knees, high knees.
So for
He
the
did it
audio
for yelling.
guys, me and
And-
Alex
vocal
both
yelling.
did the high arm movement.
And A Few Good Men is one of the reasons why a lot of men walk around carrying a bat when they're in heavy, deep thought, thinking through problems.
Really?
What?
I don't know about that.
Or
So
is
we
that
just
is
learned
that just
something
me?
about Tim, yeah.
God.
I don't know, man. I was leaning more towards Hitman's Bodyguard because that's
So-
a movie I would much rather watch than A Few Good Men.
Do you guys have a little bit more to say on either of those movies, Joe and Civ?
So like, I
Not
feel
really.
like another thing we could bring up is I feel like A Few Good Men. It's like, yeah, I'll put on and I'll like watch the whole thing, like sit and watch the whole thing. I've seen Hitman's Bodyguard at least 3 or 4 times. Saw it in theaters. I watched it one time at home, and I actually just had it on a few days ago as like background noise when I was gaming and everything. But like every now and then, I would just like watch a few scenes here and there. So I like, yeah. So like, because like I know what's happening, but like I'm waiting for like the funny parts too, where it's like he flies through the windshield, And he's like, Jesus Christ! And he's like, what happened to the seatbelt rule? Like those little things.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's two completely different movies. It's like
both
one
are
is-
there's a lot of that on here.
It's all
One
randomized, which I don't know if we explained for the listeners.
No, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
It's
No, he did.
randomized.
Yeah.
But like that's like you're either appealing to someone that has a very short attention span that likes funny, quick quips and humor and action, or someone who is, you know, looking for more of that Oscar-worthy performance from Oscar-worthy actors.
Right. So I'll put in.
Sim wants to know who ordered the code red. Dude ordered the code red.
But I'll put in my 2 cents on it, and I'll give my vote at the end of it too, because I know what I'm gonna pick. But if A Few Good Men was against something that was also a serious movie, I think it would win it out. I'd have to see what else is on this list, but I think that would absolutely push forward. Depending on like another serious movie with good like military story, legal stuff, and everything. But I do want to say, Hitman's Bodyguard, I could watch that right now instead of doing this podcast.
So my argument too is, when you started living with me, I found out you didn't see a ton of fucking amazing movies,
Yep.
and you said you saw this in film school.
Yeah.
So what is the garbage they made you watch in film school? How does that pertain to like any sort of argument? That feels that works against it.
we gotta-
Some shit.
We gotta pause. We gotta pause. No, we gotta pause. This is really important. You gotta help Chewie get back on the couch. He's struggling.
Okay. All right. One second. And then I'm gonna say something. Alex got him.
He like
So
tried to jump.
the thing
and,
is,
like,
he
his
said
head
I
missed it, so help the doctors.
he said I watched this in film school. No, I watched this in a legal class when I switched to psychology and went to a different college. I did not watch this in film school. This was a legal courses. I was taking a couple of those for a little bit, so that I didn't even watch this in film school. I watched it in a completely different class.
Yeah, I watched it in my legal studies class too in high school.
Oh, you did watch it? So we probably have the same legal studies.
So here's something we need to determine moving forward. Are we going to be doing this based on a vote or based on the temperature of the room and the passion for a certain movie?
I was thinking a vote.
I
vote.
think a vote.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted Billy, so that it was 6 people, so it was harder to have it like it's going to be an even vote. You know, like if 3 versus 3, there's going to be some good arguments.
There's only 5
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah, but then
Billy.
Billy would make it 6. But then we also have the wild card with Tori as well.
Well,
Tori would it would help to get more people's involvement to make the stance of it and all.
so if we're putting a vote to it, I figure A Few Good Men's winning then. I'm going Hitman's Bodyguard, and I imagine Joe is too.
Yeah.
And the other 3?
Well, I'm going A Few Good Men.
Yeah, obviously.
I picked it.
I'm going with A Few Good Men.
So why do you think A Few Good Men was going to win? I want to pick Hitman's Bodyguard. At no
Oh, really?
point did I argue against it. I argued against A Few Good Men.
I felt you were leaning towards it.
Mm-mm.
Wait, what's happening?
Hitman's Bodyguard
All right.
moves on to round 2.
And it will be facing Emperor's New Groove in the next round.
Done. Emperor's done. Go to Emperor. Skip. We'll save you an episode. Skip.
I got a bold opinion here. Emperor's New Groove is a shit movie.
Oh, we're not even in that round. Keep it.
We're not talking about
Keep
that.
it going to the pants.
First round loss. You lost to the kid with cancer.
Keep it in the goddamn pants. We're not even on that column yet.
Here's the thing, though. I think there's some bias in this because of all 5 of us, right? I think the funny, humorous movies are gonna end up
I don't
winning
think so.
out over
I
some
don't
of
think that's
these
true.
I don't think
more
that's true.
Oscar-worthy movies.
I'm
Are
already
you?
predicting.
True.
I'm already
don't-
predicting what the number 1 movie is. I'm already predicting.
I'm
what
pretty
the
sure
top
there's
5.
already one of the funny movies I picked that I saw the matchup and said I'm going to vote against my own movie.
Ooh.
Yes.
Hold on. We're really only 1 vote in, and you're already like disputing the
Filibuster!
You can't
Filibuster!
ability of the electors.
The
Yeah,
sun
you-
comes down.
I'm
to the
just
sun.
saying. I'm just
It comes
saying.
down
There
on
seems to
Tatooine,
be
you
some
see Boba
bias.
Fett come out of the
There seems to be
sand
some
pit.
bias.
Civ, I think you're gonna be
Yeah,
happy.
how dare Emperor's New Groove win against itself? That's bullshit.
I want to
Civ,
recount.
No, I
Should
think
have been the usual suspects.
I think you're gonna be happily surprised with some of these because that was just the first round, and that's just the case that happened. It was put up against a movie that's newer, and that people probably watched more. But
Alright, let's move on. So we have TMNT, the 1991, thanks to Joe. Again, one of Joe's matchups. Versus Iron Man, which is Billy's.
Fuck.
And Billy's not here at the moment, but that's fine. Let's roll with it.
God damn it.
Go ahead, Joe. Let's talk about those disgusting fucking costumes.
God, so, will they also?
He's so mad because it's playing against Iron Man.
Fuck! It's Ninja Turtles versus Iron Man.
So
Dan's laughing at me.
can I do Billy's argument? Because I have a good argument for Iron
No,
Man.
that's fine. I've got a pretty good one too.
Alright.
Wait, does Iron Man really need an argument?
Joe, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was gonna say I already know who I'm voting for.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have great like live action comics. It's awesome. You know, oh my god, it's great. And they started series and everything. The costumes were okay, especially then.
Okay.
Also, like Shredder, all that scenes, amazing. But you're talking about the birth video of the MCU.
Yeah, you have nothing.
There's nothing.
You have
You can't
movies
even.
on this list thanks to that movie.
We have movies on that list because of Robert Downey Jr. coming back, and also future other projects he did.
Putting the cocaine away.
Yeah, he put the cocaine away, and well, speaking of RDJ, my favorite Simpsons joke was him having a shootout with cops. Like, oh look, he's shooting another movie, and Bart just goes, "Where are the cameras?" So I talked about this in the last podcast. This is the one I was like waiting for, but I forgot where it was. I thought I had more time.
Nope.
But it's like fuck. It's Ninja Turtles. I like turtles, and god damn it.
I like turtles.
But I was.
It sounds like Joe doesn't have much of an argument here, and if
No, I
we really
don't.
don't want to get too crazy into it,
No,
how many people are leading Iron Man?
You're
Everybody?
literally talking. Yeah,
Everybody?
everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's Iron Man without any arguments
And
really
Joe,
going into this.
you did
I'm
my
still
argument.
gonna eat pizza later for my
Yeah.
depression.
But you did my argument for me. I was gonna say it was literally not expected to launch the MCU, and then it
And it
did.
just it
And
did
because it did
was
so well, and that literally
Yeah.
just opened up the entire universe we're in right
You
now.
got the
So-
end credits and everything.
Yeah.
My college had a TV channel that would just loop like about 8 different movies throughout the day constantly, and Iron Man was one of them. So I've seen this movie like 30 fucking times probably.
Oh, no,
Mostly
same.
drunk falling asleep, but still,
I
that
would-
movie is awesome.
I don't know if you guys remember Dan Welch and all. Like he was my freshman year roommate, and like, dude, we had Iron Man 1 and 2 on DVD, Avengers on DVD. Like it was September of 2012, and so we had all the MCUs from literally 2008, like the first Phase 1. So every time I came home to our room, one of the movies was on. I remember waking up at 2:30 in the morning to the final battle in New York and Avengers, just like all that constantly playing. So yeah, I think it's all agreed. It's Iron Man, but for the love of God, I need to eat pizza.
I respect your choice. I get it.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was like a childhood movie you saw, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I mean, even though it came out before you were born, that's fine.
yeah. And the my fun fact for you guys: when they had those costumes, they had issues with the radio towers that would make the face masks move without them practicing. And also, you see the dude's eyes when Donatello opens his mouth.
That's
scared
funny.
That scared the
All
shit out of me.
I do want to ask though, because Mike and Civ, you haven't really said too much. What are your thoughts on either movie? One movie.
Just
I don't
Iron
really-
Man. Let's move on.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I second that.
Yeah, let's just roll with it.
Keep going.
All right, so this next matchup is interesting because
I
Goodwill
need a-
Hunting is thanks to Billy.
Well, you skipped
need a
over
fu-
what
Ugh.
automatically
No, I
went
know.
forward.
I need a fucking
What?
drink.
Oh, lucky number 11. All right, so we'll talk about that real quick. So lucky number 11 automatically moves on thanks to 2 votes. I believe that's me and Eric.
Yep.
I can bring it
No.
up. Check. No, it's me and Mike.
Oh,
That
I
was me
didn't
and
put
you.
it on. I was mad
It
that
was
I
me
didn't
and
put it on.
Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, good job, Mike. Thank you for that. So we're gonna have an interesting matchup with Iron Man versus lucky number 11 in the next round. That's going to be a conversation, boys.
Yeah.
But for now, we're going to look at this next round, which is 1917, which I put in there, and Goodwill Hunting, which Billy put in there. So I'll start it off. Eric said to me, like, hey, I said you need to watch 1917. It's a fucking amazing movie. You went to film school and all that bullshit. It's ridiculous. It's like filmed as a one-cut film. Like the entire movie is this dude gets recruited to go find this other battalion to tell him not to attack because the other forces know they're coming and they're going to get slaughtered, and his brother's in that battalion, and his buddy gets recruited with him, and they do it as an entire one cut of this guy going from multiple battlefields through these fucking trenches, through the tunnels, like through some far. It's wild the way they do this whole thing. It is insane. It is so well done in a cinematography type way that I was just like, you need to watch this. And Eric's like, I don't want to watch a war film. And I'm like, it's not really that much of a war film, even though it's taking place during World War I. We watched it. He was like, that's fucking awesome. That was so cool.
So my
Yeah, go
piece,
ahead.
just because you brought me into it, you wrote me into this, is watching it, and it's not necessarily one shot continuous that they shot.
It's
the whole
not a
film.
true one
It's
shot.
not a true. And I'm just sitting there leaning forward, like, okay, so they probably cut it here, took a break and water, or this guy went and changed.
But some of
and
those
something like
scenes-
some of them you can tell though, it's like, oh no, he came running and they put on like a little bit of blood or something, and you
Yep.
can say see he went to makeup and ran in. So I was going more like totally analyzing how the fuck they shot this film. So I was in love with it, and like I usually am like, war films. I've watched a bunch of them. I'm not crazy about, but I was like, this is a really good
It's
movie.
different.
The story's amazing. It's a great movie. It's 100%
It's
awesome.
so different,
But whose movie's Good Will Hunting?
Billy.
So it's Billy's. Okay, so I love Good Will Hunting though. I love
And
that
that's
movie.
fine.
That's
It's a
so
good movie.
It's such a good movie. It's just so cool to see that. Like that's the one with Matt Damon and Robin Williams, right? I have to ask. So does that just automatically make it loose?
Eric, it's not your fault.
Wait, who said they haven't watched it? Wait, everybody seen Good Will Hunting or no?
Yeah.
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 Anything
I
to
said
say
it's,
about
I said it's not his fault.
that?
I will say, both are fantastic movies in their own right.
Yeah.
Both worth watching, just on their own.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
However, I'm with you on 1917. As much as I love Robin Williams, he's a phenomenal actor.
Absolutely.
Just anything he's in makes it worth watching. Even like bad films are better just because he's in it.
Yeah.
But 1917 really brought me in.
It did something different.
It did, and you guys all know I play Battlefield 1.
We've all been playing
a lot.
Battlefield 1.
Yeah. So I have to go 1917 just because it really got me that same sort of like immersive feeling into the story.
Oh yeah. Oh, you
So-
get sucked into it, man, and like it's just so tense. Like it's not like Saving Private Ryan or some shit like that, or Black Hawk Down or something where it's like that war movie where there's constantly fighting and all this shit. It's like so dramatic and intense. It just draws you in. And the story of it and the shit that happens that I'm not gonna spoil, even though we said we'll do spoilers and stuff. It's
That's how
insane. What?
That's how good it is for you. You don't want to spoil it.
I don't want to spoil it because if you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it. Like it is so fucking wild, and the shit that goes on, insane, and like just them just constantly going on when like everything's up against them, and then like everybody's seen the clip of him running when the battalion's like rushing, and he's just fucking running through past everything. Oh, it's shot so fucking well.
So-
It's insane.
I do want to say though, Civ's face is absolutely saying collusion right now.
No, I don't really have any much to really say. Like, I like Good Will Hunting. I think it's a fantastic
I love
movie. I
that
think
film,
that sentiment's been echoed, I think, by everyone who's already spoken. So I don't really have too much to add to it. I will say though, I haven't seen 1917 in its entirety.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will abstain from.
But from what you've seen of it,
I think it's a fantastic piece of cinema, but
yeah,
because
I
I
got the
haven't
DVD.
seen it in its entirety, I'm going to abstain.
that's
Right.
fair.
I got the
That's funny, I
DVD.
thought he
Let's
was
eat some
gonna say
edibles and watch
cinnamon.
some fucked up movie.
It's just it was something so different, and like it's a 2.5 hour movie or something, and like the entire time I'm sitting there just like, oh my god, fuck yeah, like
Yeah.
let's keep going, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, it's over? What the hell happened? Like that was so fast.
It sounds like we have a clear winner.
Good Will
Yeah,
Hunting.
I would say unanimous.
I like for anyone, I would say anyone listening though, Good Will Hunting, it's a really good film. Hearing the Boston accents is also fucking. I just love a Boston accent. Give me that all day, every day.
I fucking
I'm
went to
just thinking
college
that
in New England. I can't stand it.
I'm just thinking of Ted when like the one lady's like, "You be in Africa, titties out." Next thing you know, you're taken away, and then Ted's like, "How Alex explained 1917." She's like, "Wow, you make history come alive."
Yeah. A 2.5 hour film. So you definitely want to set some time aside.
Joe,
for
have
that.
you seen 1917?
I'm in the same boat as Civ. Like I've seen clips and all. So
Oh,
I
dude,
just,
you need to watch it. You'll like it.
Hey, I'm on a traffic post tomorrow, hopefully, so I can just binge it. Do that.
Well,
So.
Taxpayer dollars. Taxpayer dollars.
With you saying you've seen clips of it, it's also been coming up on TikToks and Reels. But I think we got a clear
That's
winner.
like I've been seeing
Yeah.
it, and then YouTube. Like I get like the random YouTube shit too. It's
Are-
like, oh, here's this beach clean clip.
Are we moving forward with 1917?
1917 is the winner.
I'm
Good with that?
excited for the
Mike's
debate
good
on
with
this
that?
next one.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, not
Oh,
the next
why-
one. The one after
Do
that.
that.
Oh yeah, the one after that. That's gonna be tough. I gotta stand my own ground on that one that you're talking about.
I just
like the
I
news.
just want to hear the debate between you and Joe,
All right.
what is it?
Logan,
not
and
yet.
Puss in Boots.
We're getting for right now.
That's
Right
why
now-
I might pour myself another drink for that one.
I just got mine.
Oh, this sucks.
So
just got
right
mine 'cause of my
now
great
we're
wife.
looking at Raiders of the Lost Ark versus The Last Samurai.
Both of which are Billy's movies.
Mm.
I can
Mm.
argue only
I-
one of those because I don't give a shit about Indiana Jones.
Throw this out there. Both are Billy's. You know, granted, like he has his movies. We could pause this and keep going to see if he does jump in later because it is a doubleheader for Billy.
I think we should just press on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. I just want to throw it out there.
No, I get it, but like we want to try and get through 2 rounds tonight.
So,
So, if Billy
let's put it
doesn't
this
pop
way.
in,
He wouldn't have been able to defend Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah,
well, so let's put it this way: one of his movies move on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Haha, gotta be positive.
I got a way to talk about both of these. So like the Indiana Jones movies, I said fuck Indiana Jones, but honestly, I actually do. I have a sentimental value of why I like the Indiana Jones movies because I had chickenpox, and my oldest brother, not Alex, was home from college, and he had already had the chickenpox. So he was like, "All right, dude, I have like this whole crazy monitor set up with computers." He's like, "I'll put on Indiana Jones because you've never seen him," and like bought like a tub of like Slim Jims and shit, and I was just sick, like trying not to scratch myself, sitting there watching movies in his room while he's playing like Counter-Strike or some shit. And I was like, love those movies, love that memory, but The Last Samurai, one of the best movies I've ever seen. I love that movie. Like, it's, well, alright, it's a white dude.
I've seen a
fighting
pattern with
samurai.
Eric and Tom Cruise.
I'm waiting for him to be.
So I'm a Scientologist.
Eric is biased for The Last Samurai because he likes anime.
I thought
He's a
he
weeb.
because
He's a weeb.
It's
no,
hentai
what's the-
and it's called art.
How do you
No,
put that
what's
on the
the-
screen over you, Eric? Can we just label you weeb on the?
I can add text to it. It might
I
fuck
know
up
you
the
can.
display.
I know you can.
Eric, like put it on the back,
On.
like right on the white, the right part of
Weeb.
the.
I just figured you liked The Last Samurai because in college you used to do the same sort of ponytail as Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
All
no,
right,
but silence
wait,
was
hold on,
so
hold on,
loud.
hold on. This is stupid. Which one's Raiders?
First
The one with Indiana Jones.
Thanks,
That's the
bud.
one where he like puts
the Nazis
thing
open
on
it and they're
the-
like, "Go look at it," and it's like, "Ah!"
So that's the one with the blimp, and he throws the dude off the blimp and goes, "No ticket."
no one
that's-
even has a comment on what.
Great, we're doing awesome here.
No, isn't
I
that
mean-
the one?
Years since I've
Yeah,
seen
I'll
it.
tell you.
Are you thinking about the one where he says, "Get off my plane," and he throws him off?
Is that the
That-
one with the
that-
box? He
no.
opens the
No,
they
that-
open the box
that's
and it
not-
melts their faces.
Joe, that's
that
not
one.
even Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's that's not Harrison
That-
Ford. It's Dennis
Yeah.
something.
That was Harrison
Is it?
Ford, but I'm pretty sure that was from the movie when he was the president, and the terrorists take
Air
over
Force
the
One?
plane.
Air Force One.
Air
there
Force
it is,
One.
Yeah.
Wait.
I thought
Yeah.
you were talking
No,
about that.
Joe-
I was like,
No,
Joe
Alex
thought
is
in a
right.
completely different universe.
I was saying Raiders of the Lost Ark is where it's the Nazis
yeah.
chasing him down. He finds the thing.
No,
They
I'm
open
sorry,
it
I'm-
up and their faces melt and shit.
I'm sorry. I answered that incorrectly. You asked if it was the Nazis. Yeah.
Yeah, look, we're talking about samurais and Nazis. I'm going with Indiana Jones.
Okay. I'm going Last
Are
Samurai.
are you looking for support from the German brothers here?
I'm going.
the German Italian brothers.
Wait, but the Japanese.
The axis of evil sitting over here.
The Japanese
thought
fought with the
that might-
Nazis.
I thought that might whip a few votes. So, you know,
Jesus.
Pun intended. I like it.
I don't know. Where's everybody sitting on this? I'm lukewarm.
I'm
I have a
going Last
question.
Samurai.
I'm Luke Wilson.
I have a question. Which movie would become better if Godzilla was in it?
Neither. I don't like Godzilla.
Dude, Schindler's List is on the
It's
bracket.
further down the list.
Steamboat Willie.
Somebody didn't read the whole list.
I honestly did.
Just like his women, he comes a little early.
But so I love The Last Samurai. I just love the story of
I
like.
think that was backwards.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, like yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
He comes a little early.
No, you said they come a little early.
All right, so one of these I own on
No, I said
DVD,
he.
the other one I don't.
I might have both on DVD.
Well, I have to say, for The Last Samurai, just the ending battle
So good.
was so fucking good.
That's,
And I
what,
mean,
that's what I've been thinking about.
a movie regarding the Meiji Restoration, so fascinating. I don't care that you have a white guy becoming a samurai because it's used as a vehicle to go ahead and tell this interesting period of Japanese history. It's the same reason why I'm so hyped up for that show, Shogun.
Yeah, that
because
looks
it
cool
uses
as hell,
some
man.
programming.
I'm a weeb, but the words that came out of Mike's mouth were Meiji Restoration. I'm the weeb.
I like
He knows
history.
Yeah, he's a weeb.
It's not like he was looking for the Sunflower Samurai or something.
Funnily enough, I actually do have a fucking animated movie on here, but
we'll get to that.
we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so The Last Samurai is a phenomenal film. Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's a great casual watch, but it's not something that you're going to be taken aback by with how great of a film it is. The Last Samurai leaves you with that feeling. So
I'm gonna go with The Last Samurai as well.
yeah, 100% Last Samurai.
I'm sorry, this is Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Oh, it's the Mexican version.
Yeah, it's the Spanish version.
Of the Los Santos?
The
Boba?
Telemundo cut.
Alright, is everybody leaning Last Samurai then?
Civ
Yes.
No,
Raiders.
I voted Lost Ark,
Raiders?
but I'm
Yeah.
outvoted here.
But Eric?
The Last Samurai.
Alright,
I said that already.
I don't know, I'd probably fall Raiders, but yeah.
I mean, I'm interested to see the matchup between 1917 and The Last Samurai.
I'm spelling that wrong, right? No? Yes?
Yeah.
That looks wrong.
It's spelling 1917 wrong.
I don't think there's another
It's
A.
not. Isn't it Subaru? Subura.
That doesn't
You're
look
putting
right.
in an extra A before the R.
Is it just Samurai?
Well,
All right.
and
That's
like I
off to
said, I
a good
have sentimental
start.
value to loving Raiders of the Lost Ark. I just love The Last
There we go.
Samurai.
I fixed it.
It is just such a good movie. It's Tom
All right.
Cruise, you know?
So we got
Last
1917 versus The Last Suzuki.
Okay.
Okay.
Like go
Well,
back later, right?
Well,
The last
Oh
Mitsubishi?
man,
Alright, so now,
this is gonna be.
do I need to grab a smoke before this? I feel like I do.
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be an interesting. This one's gonna go on. I think.
No, it's not. This is gonna be fucking done in 5 seconds.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
it's already done in 5. I already know who I'm voting for.
I
It doesn't
know.
matter.
Nope.
I don't care what either one of them say. I know what I'm voting for.
Wait, so who put in Puss in Boots?
Me.
That was Eric.
That was
Okay,
my
that's what I
movie.
thought.
It's my motherfucking movie. That's why I'm like, do I need a goddamn cigarette before this?
Yeah, should we just take a vote on the
You're gonna need
unanimous
a- you're
way and
gonna
just
need a-
move on?
You're gonna
No,
need a fucking
I-
cigarette
I
and a
wanna hear
patch
the discussion
after I'm
on
done
this.
talking about this. You're comparing Puss in Boots. Okay, great. It is great. I will respect and acknowledge that.
Wait, hold on. It's The Last Wish, though. Did you watch
It's-
that one? The other
Yes.
ones are eh. The Last Wish?
Yes, with the new animation studio and everything, the wolf, all that.
Fucking
the
dark as
plum-
shit.
Okay, alright, so
yeah,
if we're
it
gonna
got
talk
dark.
about
It went there. It went there.
it's
you
darker
got
than
Logan.
fucking Logan. It's way
It's dark-
darker than Logan.
How the fuck is it
Are you
darker
kidding
than
me?
Logan?
Okay, alright, so here's my argument, motherfucker.
Bring
It's
it.
Puss in Boots. He's on his last life. He has cats have 9 lives. He's on his last life. He's finally facing fucking immortality. This big bad wolf with 2 fucking scythes, which they animate like a motherfucking badass, is chasing him down to kill him. He starts having a panic attack. First off, this is my favorite part. And fucking little Perito, he fucking gets on him, puts his little head on his chest while he's like having a fucking panic attack that he's about to die and shit. And Perito just like lays his little head on him like, dude, I have panic attacks. That's totally what Chewie does to me. So absolutely fucking bring me into that because I love that fucking shit. Then like the 3 Goldilocks and the 3 Golden Bears, best fucking version of them I've ever seen. Amazing story. Florence Pugh is Goldilocks, which is awesome. There's so much more that I can say. Fucking Shrek's not even in it, which makes it 100 times even better.
There's a Puss in Boots. There's no Shrek.
Yeah, it's Puss in Boots.
Okay,
There's no
so
Shrek.
you're
That's the
talking-
best part.
so you're
That's
talking
why
about-
it's good.
So Puss in Boots is on his last life. Okay. Fucking Logan's dying from the adamantium poisoning in his body.
It's so
for
funny
years.
that's the two of them against each other. They're
It's
both
literally-
dying.
he's literally- you forgot to mention, you showed me the video too. You have Wolverine's whole timeline. You have Hugh fucking Jackman playing Wolverine. He did X-Men 1 to 3. He did Days of Future Past. He did his own Wolverine trilogy. However, because of Days of Future Past, he went back in time, and that character went through over 400 years of seeing his family and friends and loved ones dying twice. And he actually died, spoiler, he died at the end of his movie too, protecting kids, the next generation, his fucking daughter.
Okay, well that's funny because Puss in Boots didn't die in the end of his fucking movie. He got the last
he
wish.
ain't a bitch.
Because he ain't a bitch. He got the
Because he got
last
the last
wish.
wish.
He's chasing the falling star. He gets the falling star. Everyone's like, oh, he's gonna be selfish as fuck and just say, I want 9 more lives. I want to live forever. Whatever. And he chooses to save the life of his friends that he's made throughout the movie that he's fucked over in the past 1,000,000 times. They talk about that throughout it, that he's only ever cared about Puss in Boots. He's never cared about a single person otherwise. He wishes to save his friends, and Death, the embodiment of death, the wolf, literally goes, I'll see you again sometime, and lets him live because he sacrificed his own life to save someone else. It's amazing. It's great. And then he fucking, you know, I don't know what he does, fucks off and just starts banging the chick cat in that. I don't know.
I got a question. So, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is probably easily the best movie with Puss in Boots. Is Logan even the best movie with Wolverine?
I
Hugh
believe
Jackman?
it is.
Is it?
I think it is. But are you talking about, what you say, Logan, Hugh Jackman? What are you throwing in there? Are you saying like the Wolverine?
No, I'm saying like a movie that's not Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Like you can't count that. But you think Logan's the best one, huh?
I think his trilogy of Wolverine solo movies goes backwards. I think it goes Logan's the best, Wolverine is good, and then Origins, people don't like to talk about it.
By far the best one with him.
I don't know. I think Logan wasn't
Look at
even
Jim's
like
face.
was how true to the
I will
comics was
fucking call
Logan?
out sick tomorrow, and I have a fucking double with this whole shit. We are hard.
How true to the comics was Logan?
They had to twist it. They had to change
It wasn't.
the whole Fox.
It wasn't.
legal issues.
You know why it,
It
wasn't close?
wasn't. It wasn't 'cause
close because Bruce
'cause
Banner
it's-
wasn't fucking there. Bruce
He
Banner
wasn't there to
wasn't
fucking
causing
He
incest
didn't
and
go
fucking his own
Alabama
family.
on his whole cousin. That's fine, because guess what? Not everything can be exactly like the comics, because they got to change everything. Was Age of Ultron the same as the comics? No. Ultron had fucking teeth, because whoever the director was like, yeah, let's give this fucking AI robot teeth. And Tony Stark and Bruce Banner made them. No, Ant-Man originally made Ultron. There's differences in every movie. It's different universes. In this universe, it's the X-Men. Spoiler alert, Deadpool 3 might be Deadpool kills the X-Men universe of Fox.
Probably the best movie with Logan in it.
Hugh Jackman.
But Deadpool 3 didn't even come out yet.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the best one with.
Oh, no,
him,
it probably will be. It'll be pretty nice, yeah.
Huh, interesting.
But Professor X, Charles dies literally from Logan's clone, and Logan had to tell him while he's dying, saying, it wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me, because he watched another good friend die.
Okay, sorry. X whatever is not necessarily a clone of him. They used his DNA to create a mutation for humans.
X-23.
X-23. Yeah,
I think he's X-23 is the daughter. X-24, I believe, is the other Hugh Jackman Wolverine character person.
Yes, he's the one that fucks him up.
Interesting.
Yeah,
But it's not his daughter, or it's not his clone. It's
a spawn.
You know,
but
it's like
yeah,
they
it's totally-
injected the mutation
They-
into
they
fetuses.
they teased the whole cloning development story with Mr. Sinister, but they never really followed up with it. It just fell through. They were like,
Did you-
it was pointless.
Did you like that part where he fought himself?
I did.
Yeah, you thought that was good.
Where Hugh
I
Jackman
thought-
just beat himself
I
up.
thought it'd be better, but only because he's getting weaker and his healing factor's not his best, but also the fact like he got impaled through a tree, but he did what he could to save the kids.
Gotta save the kids.
Mike, Civ, comments on either of these movies? You said you already know.
mean-
We didn't need to argue.
I'll defer to Mike for right now.
I'll
Did you
be
see
honest.
both? Did you guys see both?
Yeah.
I've definitely seen Logan. I'm friends with Joe. Do you really think
Yeah,
I haven't
both.
seen
Both.
Logan?
Both.
It's on my friend application. If you want my parents to pay you to hang out with me, you have to watch Logan.
And there's also the fact that I saw Puss in Boots with you guys.
Because that movie was the one that I'm like, oh, dude, I just watched this movie. Everyone's got to fucking watch this movie. Whereas Logan, it's just like, all right, well, I've watched it.
Hold on,
Joe
hold
watches
on.
it every
You watch
fucking
your
year.
fucking toe.
Hold on. I got the hammer. I got an argument right here.
Gavel.
Which one of these movies? No. I'm gonna throw down the hammer. Which one of these movies do you get Snapchats at 2 a.m. from a drunk motherfucker when you're trying to get sleep before work to the next day? Logan. That's my argument right there. Fuck that shit. Take Logan away. Delete it so I don't get those Snapchats. I don't need to wake up to these goddamn alerts at
All
2
you have to do
o'clock
is
in the
ask
morning
me, hey.
when I have fucking work.
You can just do the simple, hey Joe, hope you're doing okay, blacking out drunk right now, but please don't snap me at 2 in the morning when you watch these movies. Thank you.
You won't
Appreciate it.
remember. You're drunk.
I will remember now.
Yeah, for what? Until your birthday next year?
Yes, you don't blame me.
And
blame
then next thing I
DJ.
know, I'm gonna see Logan. Oh look, I've never seen this movie before.
I'm gonna set an alarm for 3 a.m. and wake up.
Oh
and
shit,
put on a
Endgame?
scene. Kill the next 3 hours.
All right, I
So,
think the arguments. I think that everyone's piece has been said. What are you gonna say, Seth?
No, I was gonna say, should we send this to the vote then?
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
You know, let people explain their vote here.
Not like it's making it past in Bruges anyway, so.
But I mean, I'm
Wait,
Puss
that's
in
not
Boots.
next?
It's my movie.
Huh? What?
Yeah, I'm Puss in Boots. That's my
All right.
movie. I fucking love
I'm
that
going.
movie.
I'm going Puss in Boots, man. I love Logan. It's a great movie. I'm fucking with Joe most of this just to get him fired up. But
Mhm.
Puss in Boots was fucking awesome.
It's a good movie.
Mike,
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be the deciding vote here. So, Joe, you're already Logan. Eric, Puss in Boots.
I already
Civ.
said that.
I want to hear what Joe and you have to say.
Joe
I-
already said his.
I said.
Well, I know Joe's Logan, but I'm
But you said
I'm
that you already
curious.
decided
Puss
your
in
vote.
Boots have the same impact.
I have
like,
something to
as-
say about mine, but I wanna go last.
So Eric had that impactful moment with Puss in Boots with the whole breathing and all. I had that with Logan with the whole dying. Okay, this chapter's over. It's on to the next one. It's okay that things change and move on.
See,
I think an actual mental disability there, bud. It was a little bit stronger than that.
you're
Then
speaking
Joe wishing he
to
was a
Captain.
superhero.
You're speaking to
Yeah, I wish I
Captain.
was dead.
Mental
Joe
disability.
wishes he was owned by Sony. That's all I'm hearing here.
So, I'm gonna have to go Puss in Boots.
Oh fuck.
So when we first started this, I said that I already made up my mind and I knew who I was going to vote for. And after listening to the conversation that was had, you know, bad shit happens to the people that I care about. And you know, I came into this and you know, I was really feeling a certain way.
Can you get to the fucking point?
But then Eric brought up
Let
a
him
good
talk.
point. Eric brought up a good point about having you know, panic attacks and resonating with a animated cat like a 12-year-old who watches Bluey.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta say, Puss in Boots, baby. Let's go! Wrap it up.
He's
So
got the
what I
fucking
learned
pussy
from
behind him.
What I learned from that is Civ said bad things happen to the people he cares about, so Civ doesn't care about me.
Oh, Joe,
Eric, go-
you see what you
Eric-
get?
Eric, go on your fucking
He's a
cigarette
warrior.
break. Go have your fucking cigarette break. You deserve it.
Alright, so real quick before break,
Yes.
the next one is In Bruges. That got an auto move on thanks to, I believe, Eric.
Yep.
Right?
That was on my
And
list.
Is
myself.
there fucking
And
cat in
myself.
that movie too? Is the
Me
Puss
and
in Boots
Eric.
in that one too?
Me and Eric picked In Bruges. It's not Boondock Saints. There was no cat. Thank you.
We'll talk about it when it goes up against Puss in
So
Boots because that's
In
the hardest
Bruges moves
argument
on
I have.
to face Puss in Boots. So that section of the bracket is completely done.
Good.
And we will move on from there to an interesting matchup of two comedies, Dumb and Dumber and Let's Be Cops. So Dumb and Dumber thanks to Joe, which makes sense. And Let's Be Cops thanks to Joe, which makes sense.
Hey, why does that sound familiar?
So,
Oh, shit.
Can't wait to hear Smeagol argue against himself over here.
Dude, I
We'll
don't
be
do
back
that
in a
shit.
minute. Everybody
Oh my
take a break, go
gosh.
get your drinks, and we'll be back.
I'm being.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
three of us put them on at the same time.
I timed your guys' shit perfectly.
Is Mike here?
Yep.
Mike check. Mike check.
And then, there you go. There's Joe.
And Yosef is here. He is muted. Joe is muted.
Joe, you're muted.
All right, so since Joe's muted, we're gonna choose
I need
which
some
one we
time to
want.
I want some time to myself. I need some time to myself. Okay.
All right, Eric, let me know.
Oh, you're good.
We're good. Keep going.
Yeah, I put the timestamp in.
All right, let's get started with this. So we're gonna look at Dumb and Dumber versus Let's Be Cops, both of which are Joe's choices.
I'm not in an emotional state right now to do this.
Okay, I can talk about Let's Be Cops.
You're so fucking pussy.
Dumb and Dumber, fucking classic. Great comedians.
Great
Fantastic.
comedians.
Let's Be Cops. Eric just made me watch it recently.
Mhm.
Fucking hilarious. I was cracking up the entire time. Great movies, both of which are great fucking movies, and I have no clue which direction I'm gonna go.
Both actually are split of my personalities. So yeah.
Yeah, so that reminds me of in college when I was like the lead ambassador giving tours and stuff, and you and Dylan worked under me, and like there's like 27 other people that worked under me. I was the lead ambassador. There was like 30 of us. And
Sim works under you
I
still.
lived with I lived with Joe and Dylan, my friend Dylan, and they both were tour guides as well at the college. And I show up like clearly like still in the bag. I was hungover as shit for whatever party we threw in a house that we lived together in. And I show up, and the dude who worked for the college looks at me and goes, "All right, where's Dumb and Dumber?" And I go, "Wait, which one am I?" He goes, "Dumbest." And I go, "Oh, they're probably still
and then
asleep." And he goes, "You live with them. Why are they not here with you?" And I was like, "I wasn't gonna wake them up."
My favorite was like when he told us that later, like, "Oh yeah, you guys are Dumb and Dumber." I would look at Dylan and be like, "You're dumb." Wait.
You played yourself, bud.
Yeah.
But
They play chess. I play checkers.
Let's Be Cops. I'll talk about that one. It's two people from New Girl, which I love that show too. That has no standing on the way I feel about the movie, but it's just well, I mean, it definitely does because I love Nick Miller, and then it's Coach from New Girl. One of the Wayans,
Damon Wayans
Damon
Jr.
Wayans Jr., and then Nick Miller, which I can never remember his name. Jake Johnson. That's it.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Jake Johnson. They're
'Cause I
friends
always
that
want
live
to say
together.
Jack Johnson.
Yeah, they're friends that live
Or
together.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Or
Sorry, Eric.
It's okay.
Derailed. Where'd that train go?
Somewhere over there. But yeah, no. It's the ones. Damon Wayans Jr. is a computer programmer. Jake Johnson is just like down on his luck. Whatever he is, I guess he's also a game programmer.
He got injured trying to go pro, and then he does like a bunch of random He gets a random commercials for money.
Yeah, so he like is reliving his college years, just like kind of just a sad character in himself. They end up showing up to a party as cops, and everyone actually thinks they're cops, and the whole movie is essentially they just pretend to be cops the entire movie. And it turns into this whole like drug bust thing, and every
Who's gonna believe there's a 6-foot black man, last name Chang, as a cop in LA?
Officer Chang, yeah.
Rob Riggle.
Yeah, and like Rob Riggle's in it, a ton of people. But like the first scene that I think just like makes the movie for me is when they're walking down the street in the outfits, and everyone's like nodding to them because they think they're actual on-duty officers when they're just in costumes.
Grabs the
First,
joint from the one dude.
There's like skaters or something, or hippies like on the side of the road. He grabs the joint from the dude. And like, what's this? Is this weed? And just rips it and blows it. I goes, "That's some good shit," and like passes it right back to him. It's like, that's fucking amazing.
If you ever want to know what actual police work is like too in certain areas and jobs, when they're in the superstore getting robbed and the giant naked guy just lands on top of him and they drag him over so his balls go over. It's like he's like, go the other way, go the other way. That is literally representing whenever we have like a bad crisis job shit. Like it goes like that. Not all the time. But
I'm curious
yeah.
where Joe stands on these two movies since they're both his.
So I can make an argument for Dumb and Dumber.
He's still fighting getting over Logan.
Dumb and Dumber, I love.
You killed my boy.
It's still fresh. The wound is still fresh.
Dumb and Dumber, I love, especially when like they kill the blind kid's bird, and he's just holding it with its head duct taped to him. He's just like, "Pretty bird."
Who's a pretty bird?
So one of my many favorite quotes
That's
of that
Joe.
movie.
Joe relates to both movies for two different reasons.
So the cop's trying to pull him over. He's like, "Pull over." And he's like, "Oh no, it's a cardigan." But thanks for noticing. Like things like that.
Yeah,
and then,
the humor.
But so you're saying there's a chance?
She's like, "I thought she wanted to meet at 10 a.m. Do you think maybe she meant 10 p.m.?" I was like, "Oh, I thought she was an alcoholic."
Come here. Come on.
But like also like when they show up in the orange and blue suits to that event and everything, and like just Jim Carrey with like the breath spray. That's the only reason why when I was a kid I ever bought that like breath spray shit was just because of that, because he just walks up and the dude he's like, "Thank you very much," and sprays it in the dude's eyes. That movie's got like such memorable, funny moments. I love that movie when he's thinking of the girl in the hot tub. and the headlights are coming at him because he's just asleep driving.
Well, when they're in the hot tub at the Love's Motel, they're in the heart-shaped hot tub. And it's like, oh yeah, they're talking like heartbreak, and it's Jeff. What's the other character? Jeff Daniels.
Bridges.
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Bridges.
Oh,
Jeff
sorry.
Daniels.
Yeah, that's
It's
Jeff Daniels.
It's
Yeah.
Bridges.
Jeff Daniels is like, oh yeah, like this girl, oh she was real beauty and everything. He's like, oh my, Harry, what happened? He's, I don't know, some bullshit about me not listening. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, it's this little thing. Like, oh come on,
You're winning me over on that one right now.
I'm honestly surprised that you and Eric don't own a fucking bright blue and an orange suit. Like each of you have one.
there's plans. There's plans.
Oh, so that's what's going on at the wedding.
Everyone got measured for their suits, but mine and his are orange.
So there's a little change on the direct deposit because of the recent battle with Puss in Boots and Logan. Maybe but it's fine. Maybe someone will swing the cane a little bit harder than normal, but that's okay.
What's everyone else's temperature on this? I'm curious, Mike, Civ.
Somebody talk.
Well, I'm seeing that someone is just stuffing his face while we're in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, what are you eating, Civ?
Doritos.
Chips.
Oh, nice. Well, a Cool Ranch or nacho?
Even better.
Oh, the spicy.
Chili, yep.
Oh, those are so good.
You hate your butthole.
I love the feeling of my butthole.
I had a burrito earlier today, and I ran to the bathroom like 3 times afterwards and said to my coworker, I was like, maybe the ghost pepper was a bad choice.
All right, Mike, where are you at?
I would go with Dumb and Dumber just because of the
Classic.
memorability. It's a classic, and I don't know. I feel like I can go back and just watch it at any time and be entertained. Whereas Let's Be Cops, it's kind of there, but not at the same level as Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I completely agree with you. But one of these spawned some fucking sequels that I wish didn't existed.
You got the prequel and then the movie 20 years later.
It's not their fault.
Yeah, standalone Dumb and Dumber I think is better.
Yeah,
I think Dumb and Dumber is a standalone better movie.
We're just talking about just the movie that's on the list, not anything that came
No,
after
I agree.
Before. Yeah.
Well, one of them caused some.
Yes.
I will say though, it is really hard to do a comedy sequel.
Especially if you don't plan it. This was planned to be a one-off Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels movie.
And years later they did those.
Years later they made what? Dumb and Dumber .5 was the first one.
No, Dumb and Dumberer.
2. Oh, Dumb and Dumberer.
They made Dumb and Dumber when Harry met Lloyd, and then they did the Dumb and Dumber 2 20 years later, and they continued the story pretty much by like Harry getting back at Lloyd for a 20-year prank.
But that has
like,
nothing to do with the argument for this.
No.
I want to argue about that whole sequel thing because Bill and Ted, fuck you. Bill and Ted 2 was probably better.
So good. I did watch Bill and Ted the third one,
Yeah,
whatever it's called.
yeah,
it
we're not
wasn't
talking
great,
about
but
that.
I chuckled at it.
Alright, so if we're going to sit here and vote on it, we're all sitting Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
Alright, let's move
Unanimous.
I do have to say, though, Let's Be Cops worth a watch.
And that is true. That is still... all movies mentioned are still
Right.
respectable movies you gotta watch.
Yep, and I just have to say, like, I made Alex watch it. That was the first time in years that I've watched that movie, and I was like, it's hilarious. It's not like
pretty funny, yeah.
Dumb and Dumber. I feel like I could watch probably twice in a year and go, both times I watched it, it was funny.
The Let's Be Cops, when they do the domestic between the two roommates and all, like, that inspires me to handle a job like that. Like, no, unless you want to try and get some.
Yeah, just to say that, it was domestic at this house. Oh, we shouldn't go to that. It's 2 women. Oh, let's go.
It's like, what's your name? Precious. Yeah, I mean, no, but like, what's your real name?
Your legal
Precious.
name. Precious.
Alright, Civ, you ready for this next one?
Not really.
Y'all ready
we
for
got
this?
the Patriot, thanks to Civ, and Tommy Boy, because of Joe.
Oh.
So,
Joe,
what is
you
with
are
Civ?
back
go
to
discuss.
back
What?
to back,
What the
Joe.
whose cereal did I piss in to piss
Discuss
off?
this shit. Don't worry, the next one's gonna be boring as fuck. It's fine.
I want Civ to rest I want Joe to rest his voice and Civ to actually give some conversation on the Patriot because Joe has been back to back to back.
Well,
I gotta see a
likes
fucking
Mel
chiropractor.
Gibson, man.
Well,
He stands Mel Gibson.
here's the thing. Patriot is it's a great movie. It's a great war movie. If you
I
like
don't remember
war
putting
movies.
it on here though.
But I feel like it's also one of those movies where like a lot of people watch it once and they're not watching it again unless they're super interested in it. are like super interested into like war type movies, while Tommy Boy is a very casual watch. You know, like if the Patriot is on TV and Tommy Boy is on TV, you're making the choice to watch the Patriot. You're not making like you're if you're you know you have to actively make the choice to watch the Patriot.
What TV channel are you watching that the Patriots always on and a few good
USA.
men's on?
TNT.
And this
Yeah,
is,
TNT.
no,
that's
this
another
isn't
one,
a
yeah.
dig at you. You just
I
keep saying
have
it's on
I have
TV.
VHS tapes. Like
Oh,
people watch.
You have
I'm
something
saying
that
it's on the
plays this?
TV.
yeah, yeah.
If it's on, no. By me saying it's on TV, I mean like you're watching it on like however you're watching it on a TV. I don't care whether it's cable,
You're
Okay,
purposely,
sorry,
Hulu.
so the way,
you're purposely watching the Patriot, whereas Tommy Boy, you're flipping through the channels and go, I can watch some scenes of this.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
okay,
Fat
that's
much.
fine. Thank
man
you.
in
I
a
needed that
little
clarification.
coat.
That's
So
all I was gonna
and I
say.
think this
Go over my
kind of
argument.
goes back to like Few Good Men Bodyguard thing, where like it's one of those things. It depends on your mood. Like if you're actively choosing to watch the Patriot, or you're looking for something casual that's funny. Look, I love Tommy Boy. It's one of my favorite movies.
I love Tommy Boy too.
It was tough for me not to put that on my list, or even as like one that would be like a wild card for me.
Chris Farley's great. I mean,
I fucking love Chris. Fun
so
fact about
good.
Chris Farley, he was supposed to be Shrek.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
we
did
Chris
like-
Farley was
Wow.
supposed to be Shrek, but
He did most
but he
of the lines.
OD'd.
Yeah.
They did most of the movie. He died, and then they were going to cancel the movie. And as a tribute to him, Mike Myers stepped in.
Wow.
There is
Yeah,
some
but-
footage of like him doing a few lines. It's hard to find.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a few of the clips of the voice lines of Shrek and the art direction they were going in. It was not going to be the same movie, and
No.
Mike Myers stepping in actually probably saved it.
And it
Oh,
wouldn't
100%.
have brought us to the champion.
Anyway,
Puss the last
100%.
match,
But
But I don't want to go too
Just-
far off topic.
no,
yeah,
no,
I mean,
Sif, keep
just
going.
to close on this, I mean, I mean, aside from what you feel about Mel Gibson and his like personal life and you know his ideas and stances on things, as an actor, I think he's a phenomenal fucking actor.
That was a
Oh,
great
100%.
movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's
Whether
a
it's
great
the-
actor.
Awesome.
The Patriot, fucking What Women Want, amazing movie.
Mm-hmm. That's a good rom com. That's a good pull there for Mel.
I almost threw a couple rom coms on my list just to see how they would go.
I almost did too.
Grace
Well, I
is
did
good,
throw
bro.
one, but
But yeah, no, I just think it's a fun movie. I love Tommy Boy. It's a tough decision for me even to vote on this one.
okay.
But I for me, it really just comes down to like whatever mood that I'm really in, and I think it's really going to come down to like, you know, do you feel like you're more in like a war serious mode when you're watching movies, or are you
Avenging
just
your
looking
son's
for a
death?
casual watch? Yeah,
Well,
avenging your
who's
son's
Tommy
death
Boy?
and fighting for
Mhm.
democracy and our republic because we
I
live
will
in a
acknowledge
republic.
that.
Who's Tommy Boy? Was that Joe?
Joe.
Joe? Your
Well,
piece on Tommy Boy?
Alex gave a little sample of my argument earlier, but Sam, I'm just gonna sing you a song of my people when I was in high school.
He's got like a list of his
Fat
arguments.
guy in a little coat. Fat guy in a little
Is this your
coat.
argument? 'Cause-
No. So besides that, and also fun fact for you guys, Tommy Boy actually did something real. When they got pulled over by the cops and they pretended there was bees in the car, if you do that, we're not gonna do shit. I'm gonna take off. It's like, aren't you allergic to bees? It's like, yeah, and then you just go barf on an anthill and you're fine.
Always
Alright,
about
so-
the cops.
Tommy Boy's
So-
great because it's a comedy, but also it can show, like, listen, you can have someone that can screw up, make all these dumb mistakes, but when they're on the right path to try to save the company, they can grow up. People can change and try and save people their jobs, save the company, make sure, you know, their backstabbing wife who married Rob Lowe, great actor, didn't really, like, try and steal their company. He tried and stopped that. And you got David Spade, too, who's pretty funny as shit, too.
David Spade's great.
Classic duo, Chris
Yeah.
Farley and David Spade.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. My biggest argument against Tommy Boy is Black Sheep is better.
Yes, and that's exactly what I was thinking when
My
Civ said,
biggest argument against Tommy Boy is I'd rather fucking watch Black Sheep.
when Civ said classic duo, the movie
Yes.
that pops in my head
And
is
it's
Black
the
Sheep.
same
It's
duo.
Black Sheep.
Black
It
Sheep.
pops in my head when it's a classic duo.
So
It's
much
that.
better. It's
Yeah.
so much better.
I just have to say, like, I've seen both these movies multiple times, And the only one I actually remember scenes from is The Patriot. Him melting down his son's toy soldiers to make bullets during the war. Like, that's fucking amazing. What a fucking choice there. Like,
my favorite
so
scene is when he
good.
has his other kids help him ambush, and he just pops out by the trees and just goes and like make him shoot at him, so they can reload and his kids can get him.
Or the Thanksgiving meme where it's like, I'm not going to talk politics, and then like 2 drinks in, and he's like carrying the flag up the fucking stairs and like punches the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Civ, you're still on the side of the Patriot, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I picked the movie, so I'm going to vote for it. But it's tough. It's tough. I love both movies.
There's certain matchups that I've seen that are mine, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm even going to vote for my movie in that. However, like that's why I was curious, because I think the Patriot's so much better. Like I think it had that more impact on me, and maybe the problem is Tommy Boy was always on fucking Comedy Central. That was constantly being seen. I've seen too much of it. It waters it down. Maybe that's part of my problem. I should take it out of that aspect. But oh fuck, I remember we rented The Patriot, I think it was, and the whole family sat down to watch that shit. And oh my god, that movie was fucking awesome when it came out. It was so good. It was so fucking good. Yeah, yeah.
And he does get his revenge at the end. Spoiler alert. He like the final battle and everything.
I don't think that's a spoiler. That movie came out when?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it.
03?
Yeah.
He kills Draco Malfoy's father.
Yeah. All right. So should we move to a vote on this?
Yes.
I mean, really, I think everyone's said the arguments for The Patriot. Like, there's nothing really more to be said. It's just a solid film.
It's great.
Mel Gibson is a piece of shit.
I'm sorry.
He's
I thought this
a
was
great
America.
actor.
Yeah. 2000. That's a 2 hour and 45 minute movie, just so everyone knows.
But it doesn't feel that long.
It doesn't feel that long. There's a lot of like
That-
different.
that's
Let's
what
watch it on TV.
Then it's 4 hours and 45 minutes. Yeah.
All right. So let's put this to the vote and everything.
Let's start with the two who.
It's all 5 for
Nominated.
Patriot.
Yeah, Joe's going Tommy Boy, right?
No, all 5 for Patriot.
All Patriot. All right.
I'm going
Yeah,
Patriot.
let's do it.
Yeah.
I was going
Alright,
Patriot
let's do
too. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
Mike, you're on board.
Yep.
That's a
What
clean.
do you got,
That is a
anyway?
clean sweep.
I swear to
there.
God, Mike. I swear to fucking God. I feel like, nah, I still want to vote for Logan and Puss in Boots. Like, shut the fuck up.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one.
This is stupid. Road to Perdition, thanks to Civ.
What is it?
Road to Perdition.
Okay.
And To Kill a Mockingbird, thanks to Civ.
All right. On that note, I'm gonna
Civ.
take a quick piss.
So, yeah, you might as well take a nap because these movies will put you to sleep.
Well, look, Road to Perdition, Daniel
Which
Craig,
one? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Tom
it was.
Tom Hanks, gangster movie,
Twom
betrayal, trying to avenge the death of his wife and youngest son, from Daniel Craig, the villain, and his villainous
That's a
family
young
and
Daniel
gang.
Craig, right? Like a really young Daniel Craig.
Oh yeah, this is like early 2000s.
Yeah.
But solid, just another solid fucking piece of cinema. And then you got To Kill a Mockingbird, which is a absolute classic movie, book, wonderful book. Atticus Finch.
Yep.
A great tale about, the just civil and racial justice early on. It's tough for me, really. Both of these being my movies, but they're both just solid films. One's very old and classic. It's another one of those things where you had to watch it in legal studies class.
I watched it in English class.
Yeah. I mean, it's a.
To Kill a Mockingbird. That's one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was English in high school.
And I'm English.
English.
English, I hurry dower.
And this is why The Last Samurai won.
Last Samurai. But no, I'm forgetting the name of the actor who plays Atticus Finch is escaping me for the moment. But I think in terms of just pure acting, and the story itself, I think To
can
Kill
I-
a Mockingbird is just so influential for its time.
Can I ask for clarification? Which year? There are a million of these.
I'm talking about the OG.
The
Are you
1960s.
Black
talking
and
about
white?
the 1930s, like black and white
No, the
version, or
1962.
40s? Yeah.
Yeah, 1962. That's you went way
Oh.
too far back there. Yeah, that's black and white.
Yeah.
Gregory Peck.
1962.
Added
Gregory
to-
Peck. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the best fucking actors to ever grace the screen. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much else to really input on either of these films.
Okay.
I think for its time when it came out, I think it was just so influential
Mhm.
for not just being a movie making of a book.
Yeah.
That was also very ahead of its time.
And at a
While
time when-
Road to Perdition is a great movie. Tom Hanks is a phenomenal actor. Have to take a look to see if he's on Epstein's client list, but
Shit, I forgot Paul Newman was in that too.
yeah, he Road to Perdition, right? He was the
Yeah.
old guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah, a lot
completely
of
forgot he
great
was in that.
actors in that movie too. Like it was
That's
great
really
story,
good, yeah.
but yeah, I think in terms of just the influence that it had on its time, I'm gonna have to lean towards To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, so we're
It's-
gonna line To Kill a Mockingbird up to get destroyed by Saving Private Ryan. Sounds good.
But yeah, I mean, it's Civ against Civ. So if that's the one you want to push forward, I'm not going to argue against it. I would just say I would vote against To Kill a Mockingbird just because I had to read it in high school. That's the only reason why I'd vote against it, is because I was forced to read it in high school.
So it was one of the few books I actually read in high
Mhm.
school.
So Eric
Um,
didn't like reading about racial justice.
No.
Got it.
In high school, I didn't like reading. I didn't read a single friggin' book in high school. But the teacher started to catch on to my Spark Notes and my Cliff Notes shit, so I was forced to actually read this one. Same with a couple other books. So that's the only. It's a great book. It's a great book. It's a great movie.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I just like to say the funniest part of this all is no matter what goes on, it's again Civ on Civ violence. Because Saving Private Ryan is in the next round automatically, thanks to Civ and Billy.
I almost want to change my vote to Road to Perdition to see if that one
to see if it
continues
has
to
a
go.
chance.
Tom Hanks versus Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
But no, I'm sticking with my vote to Kill a Mockingbird.
I don't even think we gotta take a vote on that one. It's him versus himself. I mean,
Well, no, I think we should still take a vote on it. Like, you guys obviously have
So-
feelings on these films too. Like,
So I liked Road to Perdition. It was a good movie, but I agree with you. To Kill a Mockingbird, fucking epic, man. Like I said, it was one of the only actual fucking books I read in high school. I usually fucking skipped that shit. I didn't care about English class. Fuck that.
yep,
And,
that and Catcher in the Rye.
We actually watched it too, and To Kill a Mockingbird
Catcher
was a
in the Rye,
good
that's my
fucking
shit.
movie. That shit was a good movie.
Mhm.
It was pretty intense. It was fun.
Yeah.
So where do you guys land? Joe's like, I don't know what either of these are.
I don't have much.
Epstein.
That is correct. That
It's
is
like
why
I can't pronounce Perdition.
Ditian.
Mike, what about
Did I say that
you?
right?
I have to say, To Kill a Mockingbird, the
Okay.
film, I actually really like the what was it? His closing speech
Mm.
in the film
Mhm.
was fucking epic,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
fantastic.
and you should feel moved by that
Yeah.
performance. So yeah, easily To Kill a Mockingbird on
Yeah,
that
I
one.
think that
Yeah.
I think that takes it.
I don't have anything to say about Road to Perdition, and
Because you've never seen it.
and Kill a Mockingbird just straight goes forward.
Am
so,
I
like
wrong?
said- no, you're right. I've
Yeah.
never actually watched it, so
Okay.
that's one of the 4 that I haven't watched on this entire list.
All right. So To Kill a Mockingbird will be moving on to face Saving Private Ryan, as I said, thanks to Civ and Billy's votes. So now we have The Mummy, thanks to me, versus Jurassic Park, which is a Joe film. So,
I like.
Joe,
why
would
is
you
it
like to
that
get
me?
started, or you want me to move on about how fucking awesome Brendan Fraser is?
God
Oh,
damn
you're
it,
talking
that's
about the
one- that's-
1999 classic film with Brendan Fraser and I forget
Not
her name.
1990.
That's the one thing I wasn't prepared for, but I knew that'd be a sole purpose argument. Oh god, he's hot. No, you just got Jurassic Park. Like, it's fucking dinosaurs, man.
The Mummy, dude. It's a classic. It is.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, both are good. So,
Velociraptor, shoot on.
ready
That fucking
for my
kitchen scene gave me goddamn goosebumps. I was scared to go to my kitchen after watching Jurassic Park for the first time.
ready for something? All right. So here's my argument. Jurassic Park did some shit that nobody else ever did back in that day. Like what Spielberg, right? Fucking
Animatronics,
insane,
everything.
Yep.
insane the shit that he did in that fucking movie. Holy fuck, it like moved shit forward. Like they moved shit forward with what they did in that movie. It was awesome. The Mummy is just fun. It's just a fun movie. I mean,
That
that's
is
what it comes
true.
down to. Like, that's why I like it. That's one of those movies. If somebody's like, "Hey, you want to watch The Mummy?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, put that shit on." Fuck yeah.
The
Like,
ride
Jurassic
at
Park, I
Universal
kinda gotta be in the
Studios-
mood.
Both rides at Universal Studios too, banging as shit.
So
Gotta admit that.
I mean, like, dude, even The Mummy has so many good lines and shit. But you're talking about being scared going to the kitchen. Were you not scared of bugs crawling into your skin?
Okay, those scares are shady.
Yeah. You're still scared. You're still scared of that.
I get scared going to people's houses and I see them on the wall. I just go, talk to me outside. We're talking outside.
We have the horses, Benny. You're on the wrong side. Dude, The Mummy is just a fucking classic. It's so good. But this is one of those matchups I'm not sure I'm voting for my movie. Jurassic Park just did some fucking wild ass shit. It's not one of my favorite movies. It's not one of those movies I want to watch all the time, but the shit it did for cinema is fucking amazing.
I didn't know this. I don't know if you guys know this too. Fun fact: Jurassic
The
Park.
Velociraptors are real.
They actually
real
clone
size.
these things.
So apparently, Jurassic Park, Shawshank, and Jurassic Park, Shawshank, and some other like great movie, all in this movie theater same time. Like
That's wild.
In 1993, all in the movie theater
That's
same
insane.
time.
This is a good year for movies.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me, it's another top 3 blockbuster. Like if someone looks it up and everything, it's like all 3 of them were in the theaters same exact time.
So, 2 things real quick. First off, fucking Goldblum, man. Like, come on. Goldblum's awesome.
Well, there it is.
But, no. So, Dr. Hammond, did you know he's David Attenborough's brother? The actor that plays Hammond is David Attenborough's brother.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Fucking cool, right?
Mhm.
Stupid, useless shit, I know. But,
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I want The Mummy to move on. I'd fucking love it, but I don't know if I even can vote for it. So unless somebody's going to argue for it harder to get me to move back into the Mummy spot, I'm going Jurassic Park against my own thing.
Okay.
I actually prefer The Mummy over Jurassic Park.
So, dude, I would much rather watch it. If I'm going to sit down and watch a movie, I'm picking The Mummy every single fucking time. I am
Right.
just
Yeah.
the way Jurassic Park did all the shit that moved cinema forward in the way it did.
So like that, I can acknowledge that, and also the fact like I had not seen The Mummy in a while. Of course, I've seen Jurassic Park like maybe a month ago. On top of the other things, we don't talk about the third one, but it's like
We don't talk about the newest Mummy either, so it's fine.
No, they're gonna make
Exactly.
another.
Like,
They're gonna
oh,
make another. It's
yeah.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Tomb of the Shut the Fuck Up. We don't talk about that one. But like I'll still stick with Jurassic Park just for the fact that like you have the Tyrannosaurus, you have the puddle scene. Like what is that?
Yeah,
Like,
the thumping of the water.
the thumping of the water.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Here's something I wish they would do. I know they won't do it though. Apparently, the new vocal cords, the sounds of the T-Rex and everything is a lot like scarier. Like I shit my pants when I heard it. I know, like, of course they can't throw it into the movie, but like knowing the fact that that's what it really sound like because of the technology they have now and stuff, that makes it scarier for me. But like both are great. Adventure, action, mystery. Like, oh, what's gonna happen next? But I'm going with Jurassic Park because like you have all the dinosaurs. You're just like, oh my god, like they're alive and you gotta escape.
The
like,
extremely
so-
incorrect dinosaurs.
Yes. Like, oh yeah, the Velociraptors are really this big. Like no, they're like really like 3 feet tall, man. They're shorter as shit.
With this matchup,
Fucking-
I know. Sorry, Save. You can go.
I was just gonna say fucking turtles and dinosaurs with this guy.
Yeah, right. I like turtles
Next thing-
and dinosaurs.
Next thing he's gonna be arguing that Snakes on a Plane was a good fucking movie.
My favorite thing about that movie is, oh, you're gonna see snakes on a plane. What's it about? Horses. Horses on boats.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you think?
With this matchup, I know more about cinematic history because of Jurassic Park. I know that is one of the first movies that had like those animatronics going on that made it look realistic. The roars, I know that the roars for the T-Rex was mixed with, it was a lion and then like 2 other animals, so I know that much about it. But
there are.
yeah, I know like a lot of like things that changed cinema forever was in Jurassic Park, but The Mummy is always going to be like one of
I
those
love that
movies
movie.
that like I watched the first Mummy and then just let it autoplay the rest of them when I was going to bed one day because I was like, this is great. I watched the first Jurassic Park and went, yeah, that's enough for me. That's cool. It's dinosaurs. Got it. They've made how many of these now? Chris Pratt is in it and everything. Like, I don't have anything against him. But like,
yeah, but we're
and the
not
new
talking
ones-
about
yeah,
Jurassic
yeah, yeah.
World.
No. I'm like,
We're talking about the park that started it all.
Wait,
None of the
Chris
things
Pratt's
that-
going to be in Mummy 5.
Yeah, none of the movies that happened after these two, because these are both the first of the entire franchise, matter. It's just that one I can keep watching everything, even into like
Yeah.
the really shitty movie that they had. I'll watch it with The Mummy. Jurassic Park, I could just watch the first one and go, man, movies used to be fucking amazing with the shit that they put in it. The
That
money
game's
that
gonna
they
be
put
so
into it.
cool.
Yeah, the Jurassic Park
That
that's gonna
game's
be like
so
Turok.
cool.
But with The Mummy,
That's
like
gonna
I
be
love
fucking
Brendan Fraser. I love him. I love that like that's the movie too where he walks in when someone's breaking into his office and he just grabs a chair and he fucking yucks it at him. Like that's awesome. It's hilarious.
Eddie!
It's got the serious action but the goofiness that I want from it, whereas Jurassic Park has that. It's definitely a thriller. It's intense, but then the comedy in it just doesn't come out as much. So if I'm looking at it in that aspect, I'm going The Mummy on this one. I mean, I love
Really?
that movie. I think I'm gonna go The Mummy. I mean, it's just I love Jurassic Park, but I think I gotta go for the other one.
Yeah, I mean, I love The Mummy. I'd rather watch it any day of the week than Jurassic
Mhm.
Park. I just thought Jurassic Park is going to have such a strong fight because of what it did.
It did so much for cinema.
wild for its time. It's wild for its time.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
he was doing the James Cameron before James Cameron. He just kept
Mhm.
lowering the bar.
He just kept lowering than Titanic.
Where's Civ at on this?
Ah,
It's a tough matchup.
This is
I
this
think
is a good one.
This is one of the harder matchups. I feel like.
This is the one that I think has gone the longest too.
no, this one has
Nah.
been this one's been easy for me. I like the series of Jurassic Park. I'm not like if I'm gonna sit down and watch a Jurassic Park movie, I don't know if I'm gonna sit down and watch the first one.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you don't even
You
think it's the
better-
best Jurassic
You
Park.
better not watch the third one.
So
Is
I'm
that the
going
one
with
where they're
Mummy.
in New York?
You go on the Mummy,
Woo!
and Mike's on the Mummy too, huh?
Going to Mummy.
Wow,
So is
I
it-
was on the fence.
Is it 3 Mummy, 2 Jurassic, or are you fence with Mummy 2, Alex?
I'm so on the fence on this. This was like my
Well,
choice, and I
well,
don't.
It doesn't matter though.
It
so
doesn't
you-
matter, but I
yeah.
was so on the fucking fence with this. This was the one that I legitimately was like, I don't know if I can vote for my own.
You know, I
But
will say too.
I got the support from the Mummy, so I'll take it.
Jurassic Park has so many Easter eggs and tie-ins to other movies. Like,
Well-
I was watching a video the other day of a breakdown of The Shining, and I didn't know that the scene in the kitchen where the girl is like trying to hide from the Velociraptor is a callback to The Shining
Yep.
when Danny is running away and trying to hide. Like
Mhm.
that to me, it definitely is a movie. Again, you should watch, but it stands out.
Mhm.
But it's in terms of movies I would want to watch, still would be The Mummy.
Yeah.
Every single
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Especially if
just
it
such
was
a fun
a-
ride.
Mhm.
Especially if it was a dummy mummy.
Hello, Resident Evil Village. What's up, baby?
Wins. Next conversation, though. That fucking killed it.
All right, so the Mummy's gonna move on.
Yeah, Mummy will move on. Jurassic Park, of course, watch it. It did so much for cinematography. That and Jaws, essentially. Are
Skip
like
the
two of
third
the
one.
movies
Skip the
that did
fucking
that.
third one.
I preferred Big Jaws,
Oh god, it's bigger
but
Jaws.
I needed to team up with Jaws, and then there was Bigger Jaws.
Supersized Jaws.
I think of Robot Chicken when the shark comes out of the water. The guy throws the spear at the shark. It's Robot Chicken, so it's of course dolls and shit, like stop animation shit. The shark gets out of the water, grabs the spear, and he goes, "You missed me, you douchebags!" and throws the spear back at the guy's leg. He's like, "Oh fuck my leg!"
All right, so let's move on to the matchup that will face the Mummy, and we'll be done with this section. No, we got one more little part of this section of the bracket.
Mhm.
So we have the usual suspects, Mike's pick,
Mhm.
and Reservoir Dogs, which is Joe.
What?
So-
My fucking back hurts. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So hey, Joe.
Joe against Joe against Joe against
Hey,
Joe.
hey, Joe. What's your record tonight? 1-6? Something along those lines.
He's like the New England Patriots of this bracket.
Jesus fucking
How many of
Christ,
his have
what
actually
am I-
moved on?
Hitman's
Two?
Bodyguard.
Wow.
Right? Hitman's Bodyguard.
Why is it top heavy
and
with Joe?
unless we're counting Joe versus himself, then that one
yes,
moved on too.
I am counting that. But
All right, so
I'm
the
not.
usual suspects versus Reservoir Dogs. Let's hear it. Let's go. This is a good one. I can't wait to hear the arguments.
I would put the song on, but I know we'll get it cut audio out because we can't afford it.
Stuck
Just
in
sing
the
it.
middle with you.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Joe is the
Well, I
left
know it
And then
doesn't
Joe
seem
suddenly just pulls
right.
an ear out. What you guys got?
Clowns
hear
to
it.
the left of me,
I mean,
jokers to the right, stuck in the middle with you.
Should I go with the usual suspects?
If you'd like to, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want me to talk, I mean, I love both these movies. These movies are
Great
friggin'
movies.
fantastic.
They're-
I mean,
I'm going
you
on
have
record.
one
I'm going
of
on record
the-
now. If I lose this, I'm pouring this all the way up with whiskey. I'm blacking the fuck out. I'm sending them a Snapchat to Logan at 2 in the morning when I got to be at work at 7:30 in the morning. Fuck that.
All right. Well, I'm
Don't
just
kill
gonna open up.
yourself.
I'm gonna open up the debate by saying we shouldn't negotiate with terrorists.
but should we
Who says got to leave?
negotiate with Kevin Spacey?
That's the thing. Just like the Patriot, the
You're
main
welcome,
actor
Jeff.
is Kevin Spacey, a piece of shit human being. But the movies that he has been in and his performance in The Usual Suspects,
Fantastic.
amazing. And the unfortunate thing is, should we talk about the ending, because I feel like that's critical in why this movie is
spoilers.
good.
As many spoilers as you want. That it is a movie bracket. If
And-
you came in here not expecting spoilers,
Yeah.
you fucked up.
Yeah, like fuck you. I'm not putting in a timestamp that says skip like to this minute for you to
No,
spoilers.
no,
Fuck you.
it's-
No, we're talking about it.
I mean, this movie
I've
is
just been
listeners.
saving. So, Mike, secret weapon right now. I've been saving some spoilers for later rounds.
So, I have to say, this movie could be pretty much summed up as like a great crime thriller just on its own, but the fucking ending,
Oh, it flipped you. It flipped you real good.
yeah, it just hooks you. And then when you watch it again, you
That's a movie reference.
well, when you watch that movie again, then you pay attention to all the little clues that were thrown in there.
Yeah.
hmm
And it's even better because Key and Peele made a skit on the ridiculousness of how that works, which I still find hilarious. But besides the point, I mean, you have Benicio. Can't say his first name.
Benicio,
Benicio
del Toro.
del Toro.
Benicio del Toro.
That was
yes.
the quote I was using.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mike.
The Spanish guy.
You're
Yeah.
Spanish and you can't say Benicio. I can't
I
even
forgot
fucking
his name.
speak Spanish.
I stutter and repeat.
You got Kevin Spacey. Who else do we got in there? It's like a.
Fucking
oh, dude, it's a fucking
Odin?
loaded cast.
What's his name? The dude that was Odin in American Gods.
Mhm. Oh, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up for both because I'm not gonna just.
All right, while he's doing this, Joe, go.
Hold on. I'm not.
So we got Kevin Spacey, Gabriel Byrne, Chaz
Gabriel
Palminteri,
Byrne.
Stephen Baldwin, one of the Baldwins, Benicio del Toro, Kevin Pollak, Pete Poliswaite, Giancarlo Esposito was in that. What? I totally forgot about that.
I forgot about that too. But I have to say, the intro to that, the first scene gets you hooked in because it's a bunch of guys standing in a lineup, all having to say a certain phrase,
I don't know what killed Joe. He's cracking up in the.
and I'm sure you guys have all seen this little like factoid about that intro scene. They were legitimately laughing at it because of how ridiculous they were delivering the lines.
Mhm.
It was all done on the spot. And who is Kaiser Soze was a fucking line. If you watch that movie, you understand the reference there.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So, It's a fucking
It's a great
film.
movie. It's fucking
great-
awesome.
Yeah,
You're on a
and-
roller coaster the entire time.
Mhm.
but I'll do some counter arguments when Joe talks about Reservoir Dogs. So
All right, so Joe, if you can't talk right now, Usual Suspects moves on. Let's go.
I'm sorry. I got a work email.
any day, Caillou.
All right, he's just
Alright.
giggling over there.
So think of how it breaks it down. It's one of Quentin Tarantino's like films that's all connected through all of his movies.
Not his best.
Not as bad. That is true.
Wait.
It may not be the
I don't know
best. There's
about
other
that.
good ones on the list,
I don't know about that.
but the fact it's like it breaks down the characters from that. Like you have all of these like characters coming together to do this robbery, but you're learning about the characters as the stories goes, and it's going back and forth like who's who, what's going on, and sure it ends with the infamous scene of like the whole cop torturing, stuck in the middle, but then people come in, it's like what's going on? I don't think people realize though, like say Mr. Brown dies in one scene, and they go back to the one scene where the cop is and everything's falling apart. Like, hey, what's going on? Then there's a brown coffin covered up and everything. Then they go to a different scene later, and it's Mr. Blue. They go back to that one scene, and then a random blue coffin appears. So whenever a certain character of the color dies, you see their coffins in the background of the room. So that's like one of the things I love about the Easter eggs, with like you're paying attention to those details of that movie, of something going on. But I just think Reservoir Dogs is good because you should always remember, tip your waitress.
I have to say, I do like Reservoir Dogs, but this isn't even the best Quentin Tarantino movie
Agreed.
on the list.
Disagree.
On the
With
bracket.
Kill Bill?
I don't know if it's
Is
not
Kill
the
Bill?
best one on the list. I think it's not the best one.
I disagree. It's
Um,
one of his better ones.
It's better
I-
ones. I don't think it's best.
It's not the
I-
best. It's not the overall 1/1. I just wanna my 2 cents on this is how do we play GTA? Everyone has a color.
Yeah,
And that
but
movie is all the main characters get a code name that's a color. And that's where
Well,
that
you're
came
Mr.
from.
Purple.
That's
You're
why
Mr. Purple.
GTA is that way.
I don't think that's for the game. Really?
It
though.
is where it came from. We were talking
we're-
about it the first time we played GTA together. We were like, all
It is.
right, so what color are we? And I'm pretty sure I said, why am I Mr. Pink? I'll be Mr.
Yep.
Brown or whatever. And like,
It's like,
I'm
you're Mr. Pink.
Orange.
Why? Am I
Yeah.
always Mr. Pink? Yep.
But I'm Mr.
Yeah, but-
Orange. I'm
but
Tim
this
Roth,
isn't a-
motherfucker. So wait, I read the cast last time. Mike, I know you want to go. I read the cast last time. We got Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, Michael Madsen, Chris Penn, Steve Buscemi,
Michael Madsen's such a good actor.
Lawrence Tierney. Got Randy Brooks, Kirk Baltz, Edward Bunker, Quentin Tarantino as Mr. Brown, the shithead, and then the rest are all sheriffs, so we don't need to read them.
all right. Well, just because we named our characters off of Reservoir Dogs doesn't mean that it's a better film. We're talking about what's a better film here, and really, The Usual Suspects is the film that has you hooked in, whereas Reservoir Dogs, while it's interesting in how they use the different timelines of the story to play out this story, it's not as hooking as hearing what's happening next to this other criminal crew. I have to say, it's also interesting that we actually have two movies that are very similar for once.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
They're
Cops
both
and Dumb and Dumber, my
thrillers.
lifestyle.
But-
I'll let you finish. I'm sorry. Sorry.
yeah,
I Kanye'd
so-
you.
The Usual Suspects has a storyline that just consistently is like getting a little bit more crazy. You're seeing this crew having successful heists together after being in a police lineup, but then you want to find out what happens to everyone because only one guy makes it out of the last heist, and then you're stuck with the mystery: who is Kaiser Sose?
Not really stuck with.
Well, you were stuck with that throughout the storyline, not in
Yeah,
the end.
correct. They explain it at the end.
Yeah, they
Which
definitely.
is
Yeah.
nice that they fill you in and everything. I hate when they just leave you. Oh, figure it out.
I
yourself."
just of the two movies, Reservoir Dogs follows a couple of different people here and there, but it's really like a few people that you follow. Whereas, who just jumped in here? Just fuck with
James.
Hey James. Reservoir Dogs follows a couple different people here and there, and you never really know who the main character is that's being followed. I enjoy that with the Reservoir Dogs. With The Usual Suspects, it's a great movie. I love the twist at the end, but you're sitting there for however long waiting for that twist.
You're not sitting there waiting for that twist because you just don't expect it.
You're not expecting the twist though. When the first time you see it, you're not expecting it. You're sitting there watching a movie and then going, "Holy fuck, that's what's going on."
Yeah.
It's
Is this a podcast?
wild reveal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is the
If
topic
you want to come back
movies?
in later.
What? Like I don't have any good input?
I gotta change the cameras real quick then, but we're in the middle of an argument. But yeah,
We can fill you in a minute.
Let-
Just hold on a
let him-
second.
I was saying, let him argue. I'm gonna stick with Reservoir Dogs. I gotta pee again.
I'm going Usual Suspects. Eric's going Reservoir Dogs.
I'm going Reservoir.
Mike's Usual Suspects. Civ, you're the deciding vote. Congratulations. How does that make you feel?
Got
Well,
all the power.
on Rotten Tomatoes, The Usual Suspects received 76%. Or no, sorry, 88%. With a box office at $67 million for director Bryan Singer. And for Reservoir Dogs, they received 90%
What did they receive
on
from
Rotten
Civ?
Tomatoes. And only 2.9 million US dollars at the box office.
What did you pick?
Oh, I'm going with Reservoir Dogs.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was on your side, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good film. I like it a lot, but I still
way
think
is that-
Usual Suspects is
Which way does the
best
I
film.
and O go? It's OI, right? Right? That seems right.
Are you guys just deciding between which movie?
We'll fill you in a second. Hold on.
What was the movie? Sorry.
Reservoir Dogs.
You want it?
Joe got a win.
Golden God,
For once.
and not against
So-
myself.
So in the next round, the Mummy will face Reservoir Dogs.
Okay, that'll
Fuck.
be interesting.
Uh,
And
interesting.
do you guys want to pop a break real quick? We'll fill James in on what we're doing, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
yeah, and then we'll go for a smoke break and all that. So right now we've got
It sounds
we
like
just
a movie
finished.
tier list.
Yeah, it is. We just finished The Usual Suspects versus the Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs moved forward. Up next, we're gonna have the Princess Bride versus Rocky 4 on this matchup on where
Oh
it's going.
fucking hell!
So
I
that's
think
gonna be a
the
fun
Princess
conversation.
Bride is a different movie.
Who picked
Yeah,
Princess
the
Bride?
Princess Bride. So we will be right back. And
That movie's legendary.
Timestamp?
mhm.
All right, gentlemen. Let's get on to it. Let's move on with an interesting matchup. The Princess Bride, thanks to Eric, versus Rocky 4, thanks to Civ.
I'm gonna go Rocky on your ass, Civ.
Okay.
No, I think you're going to go Drago on...
I want to hear your argument, Civ, for Rocky 4.
Of all
Well,
the
so
Rocky movies,
It's
he's
the
from
best-
Philly.
It's the best. It is the best Rocky movie ever made.
Wait, I already cut it. All your argument was just I'm from Philly.
So this is the Rocky that Drago kills.
He kills
Apollo
Apollo, and then Rocky comes and avenges his death by beating him in Russia.
Yeah.
There's a
Okay,
whole
okay.
montage of him
sick.
training in the mountains in Russia in the snow.
I never seen it, but
Drago's getting injected by steroids, cheating the whole way. The guy's strong as fuck, but Rocky is resilient. He stays in the fight, and it is just like it epitomizes the Cold War and the United States coming out on top over the Soviet communist Russian party.
Did it come out during?
that's sick. I'd watch that. I never
Did it
seen
come out
it, but
during
I'm
the
looking
Cold
at
War?
the pictures.
It was
It
a
just looks sick.
fucking amazing movie. Makes you want to run through a wall.
So I just made Eric watch all the Rockies the past year.
I did, and I absolutely was into Rocky 4. I love that story. It's
Creed was
so-
better.
The Creed movies I absolutely enjoy. Too bad that they're gonna have to wait for what's his face to come out of jail in order to film the next one. But The Princess Bride, it is one of
Classic.
the funniest and classic rom-coms ever, where you have this dude in love with a chick. He's following her the whole movie. Not follow. Okay, that's starting to sound creepy. It's starting to sound like you. But no, you
Eric
have
loves kids. It's a cute kid.
No, but it's fucking Carrie Ells or Elway. I think it's Yules, but I can never pronounce his last name. He is a stable boy in love with a woman, and she gets like picked up by the king to marry her, and then his whole goal is to just free her from the king and them to be true loves together. And it's fucking hilarious through and through. You have a ton of people in the fucking movie. You got Mandy Patinkin as Inigo Montoya, and just him going, "You killed my father, prepare to die," to every single person he fights, which is fucking hilarious. You got the poison scene with, I'm totally cheating and looking at the actors in the movie because
Andre the Giant is in it.
Andre the Giant. But it's such a good movie that like they even talked about how laws were made in this. Like laws were made in filming movies because when the chick is in the swamp with the giant rats, when the princess that he's trying to save is in the swamp, her hair caught fire multiple times.
The
And, like,
rats of unfathomable size
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, the rats of unfathomable size.
That's an exaggeration. And the thing just gets launched at him like somebody literally threw the thing at him.
Yeah. It's just such a good movie. It's hilarious. It's got all that, like, if you want to watch a medieval movie and stuff, and it's a prince saving his queen, but he really doesn't save, or his princess. He doesn't really save the princess. The princess decides that he's okay to like save her and everything, and at the end, it's just like, you're okay. You're good. You're a good guy. And then, like, it's all just like a grandpa telling his grandson the story while he has the
His
flu.
sick grandson.
Yeah, his grandson has like the flu or whatever, and he's reading.
And then you get the rehash of it
Oh,
with
Deadpool.
Deadpool telling him the story.
Yeah, where
so Joe has to vote for this.
He was a Matt Damon.
So, you have a movie. While I'll concede Princess Bride,
The Princess Bride
Princess Bride is charming. It lacks the intensity that comes and the iconicness that comes from Rocky IV. You talk about a grandpa reiterating stories to his grandchildren about. I've had a little bit to drink. Give me a break.
I'm on the same page, buddy. Don't worry.
Let's keep leading into it so I can easily argue against some stuff.
I got dose.
But you talk about a grandpa, telling stories to his children, and it's about this like little story about a prince and a bride who's a princess going around on a journey. Yay, fun! This is fun. But it's not even comparable to the cinematic action that is captured by the Rocky IV movie. And when you think about it, when a grandpa's sitting back, and if you think of an old man, and Mike, I think you might resonate with this too. You think of an old man sitting back in a rocking chair, maybe smoking a pipe, smoking a cigar with a glass of scotch, and he's telling a story to his grandkids. You think he's telling them a story about some fucking prince prancing around saying you killed my father?
No,
Or you think he's talking or do you think he's talking or do you think he's telling a story about how he was in the trenches of World War I with mud up to his balls
What is that?
fighting the Nazis? I don't think so. I don't think he's talking about a Princess Bride.
How
I'm
is
going
either
Rocky
movie?
IV all the
He's
way.
talking about some Italian guy from Philly that doesn't exist,
He's
and
talking
how
about
his
South-
fucking best friend died to some Russian.
You're talking about some South Philly Italians to a couple of New York
Rocky
Italians. What the
IV
fuck he coming out
delivers
over here
a
with?
powerful, resilient message of determination, never giving up.
No, you know
and
what? I already
Fuck Russia, beat them down.
fuck it. I don't even
Rocky
need to give
IV.
more of a conversation
wait,
about the
quick
Princess
question.
Bride. Then
Is
I
Rocky
think-
4 even the best Rocky movie?
no,
Yes,
what?
hands
you
down.
picked the
Joe
No.
shook his
So-
head. No.
Hold on.
No.
It took
no.
how many movies
You're
for
all
you to say
wrong.
that 4 is
2.
the best?
Yep, there you
You're all
go.
wrong.
There it is.
Two.
You're all wrong.
Two's the best
All right.
one.
2 is the best one.
You know how
No,
I
it's not.
win?
You're all wrong.
You know how I win this argument, Civ? It's very easy, and it's through Joe. Gravity
you don't
Falls.
win this argument.
No, Gravity Falls when the dude goes, I can't swim, and then he's face planted in the water, and like he's like, come on, that's from The Princess Bride. Yeah, that's from he's dead. If you watch the video version of this, Joe is dead. That's from The Princess Bride, where he's fighting this big ass blonde dude that looks like he's a friggin' Viking, where he's like, I can't swim, and he's panicking, and he's like, just roll over, and he's like, help, 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 and like freaking out, and it's literally like 1 inch of water that he's laying in, and his head is not even in it.
And like even the quote Princess Bride, I don't think you know the meaning of that word.
Inconceivable! I don't think you know the meaning of that word.
Okay, so what each of these movies weren't made? Like, what if The Princess Bride wasn't made? I don't think it'd be as impactful as like Rocky IV. Like Sid is saying, I'm agreeing with him. It's like it's got
It's a much better movie.
Oh, overall, yeah, I bet.
How is Rocky IV more impactful than the other Rocky?
No, let James go.
The impact of it, these movies, is made on the world. I think Rocky IV has been way more impactful, and a lot more people have seen it than Princess Bride.
But there are 4 variations of the movie to get to Rocky IV. There are 4 of them.
Who cares?
Princess Bride,
Who
one
cares?
and done, and then someone made a parody of it to put Deadpool.
They were
into it.
all great fucking
quick,
movies to get to 4.
Show of hand, how many people have seen fucking Princess Bride as a kid? Everybody.
Yep.
Everybody's fucking seen that shit as a kid because of how fucking ridiculously good it was.
I didn't see it as a kid
Rocky
because it's a
IV
fucking
symbolized
awful
the Cold
movie.
War.
I didn't see
That was way more important.
I didn't see Princess Bride until maybe 10 years ago.
What would America be without Rocky IV?
Yep.
What would Comedy Central be without fucking The Princess Bride? You got Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, there would have been no Robin Hood.
Yeah, there would have been no Robin Hood Men in
Central
Tights.
to America.
America. Oh, it's the Comedy Central.
I don't know, man. I think Princess Bride is way better than Rocky IV is.
I
Rocky IV is not
cannot
even the best
believe.
Rocky movie.
If this was a different Rocky movie, Civ, I would.
Yeah.
Secede.
It would be a conversation.
I'd drop out and say, okay, if it was a different Rocky movie, I might go for that Rocky movie.
I don't think the
But
number
of all of them,
count matters.
4? No, because we're looking at the specific movie, James, that was picked. We're not looking at the series. We're looking at just the movie that's listed.
You were bringing
as
up
Rocky
the
IV.
series.
Yeah, but we're saying, like, it wasn't as
but
good as
we're
the other.
saying the other one's better. Like we talked about Jurassic Park earlier, but we don't fucking talk about Jurassic Park 3. I'm not saying Jurassic World. I'm saying Jurassic Park 3. We don't talk about that one.
I have to say, the reason why, like, if this was Rocky 2, I'd 100% be down.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Rocky 4, a third of the movie is just training montage.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the whole series, though. The whole series.
That's
is
most of the
training.
series, but
Yeah.
that movie
Rocky
especially-
4
that movie
is
was
the best.
Hold on.
Apollo's
No.
Apollo's
Let
flooded.
Mike go.
Jesus Christ. The 4th movie had the longest amount of time used for just a montage out of any other film. A third of that movie, the movie's runtime, could be edited out, and you would still get the same product. So it was just filler. Like, they didn't have an actual story aside from United States versus Russia. It's an entertaining movie. It's a good movie. Is it better than Princess Bride? No, it's not even better than Rocky 3.
So,
fuck!
I'll join Civ's side of this argument for a second. Whereas, Mike, literally all the Rocky movies, a ton of montages. They're the best montages in any movie I've seen. Like, they're funny with him running with the car behind him or in front of him or whatever it is, him punching shit and everything. I love those montages. They're great. The music to them, great. The one movie was a Rocky 2 where he's boom, tss, boom, boom, tss. Or is that Rocky 3? Where he, like, breaks up with his girlfriend and he drives off in his Ferrari.
Driving his Ferrari.
Yeah. Like, they have...
easy way
Like, they are great movies, so I'll go against you on that. The montage isn't what ruins that movie, and I'm not saying this is a bad movie whatsoever. I'm just saying The Princess Bride, overall, just a continuative story about these people who are trying to save the princess.
And the crazy part about it is, it's fucking generations of being passed down. Like, I saw that because of Uncle Phil.
Yeah, and that came out in,
Who's
what,
fucking,
1980?
4 years older than me.
Yeah.
So, like, it just keeps getting passed down through generations. That movie is fucking amazing.
1987.
Yes. before I was born. That movie came out before I was born, and it's fucking amazing. It just keeps getting passed on. Everybody keeps seeing it. That movie is so good. So we're going to the vote.
1985 is
We're
Rocky.
going to the vote. Where are we at on the Princess Bride? I'm in.
Princess Bride.
Mike's in.
I've lost so much respect for all of you.
Eric?
Princess
Joe?
Princess Bride.
That's it.
Civ. Rocky.
No, I'm not it. No, I'm not even. I'm gonna abstain from voting because I've lost so much respect for all of
It's
you.
Stop
already
the
over.
count, stop the
it doesn't
count.
matter. It's already over.
I know,
Civ,
but I
wel-
want to know the votes.
Civ, welcome to Paintown. Population me too, because
Oh, is this
No.
Joe's Me Too movement?
Oh shit! The next time I'm up against it and Joe and Civ have the vote majority, I'm fucked.
Alright, so we got the Princess Bride moving on, and they're going to face, due to a duplicate, Snatch in the next round, thanks to me and Eric.
That was on our list. Which there was no collusion on our list. We did not share our list together.
Why do you even have to say that? Like, we did not know each other's lists going into this. Alright, so our next one, we're finally moving into the next section here. How to Train Your Dragon 3 versus
we doing on this shit?
Tombstone.
Because I gotta pee and I gotta go to bed. I got a double tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
I think we got some for another.
All right. I can do another, but it's like how far are we going? Because I
It's
got
9:50. When is your cutoff?
10.
30?
Pushing it.
10:50.
Pushing it.
Oh boy.
Alright, so
all right, let's do this.
How to Train Your Dragon, which I believe came from Corey. I can look it up.
It is for
And
Corey.
alright, so How to Train Your Dragon. And Tombstone is coming in from Civ, which is okay. Alright. Alright. You want to win? Because I think we have a win here.
Easy win.
I mean, it's a classic fucking Western movie with classic fucking actors versus.
Amazing.
I don't even know what How to Train Your Dragon 3 is.
I mean, do you want to save your argument for the next round? Because I am Tombstone 100%.
Yeah,
I'm Tombstone.
I'm just
Eric's
willing to move
Tombstone.
this on.
Mike,
Yeah, it's Tombstone.
Joe, have you seen either of these?
Is this the one where it's like I wasn't?
I'll
Val
be your
Kil-
Huckleberry.
I'll be
It's
your
Val
Huckleberry.
Kilmer, right?
Val
Yeah,
Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
It's the
That's
one
so
where it's
good.
like I'm seeing the memes where it's like when you're joking around with your homies, but he wasn't really joking. It's like I thought I was kidding. It's like I wasn't.
Let me put it this way. I
Yeah.
wanted this on
Yep.
my list, and I didn't put it on my list. I saw Civ had it on his list and go, oh, no, I'm happy. That's fine. That's winning against whatever it's against currently.
That movie is
Such a
so
good
fucking good.
movie.
It's so ridiculously
And, like,
good.
I love Westerns. I had not seen this. When Alex was like, wait, you love Westerns, but you've never seen, like, Wyatt Earp and Tombstone? I was like, no. He goes, okay, hold on, fucker. All right. And, like, made me watch them, and it was, like, 3 a.m. with Tombstone. I was like, this movie's amazing.
It's so
I-
good.
Holy shit!
So
was this
good.
was this our fastest vote?
Yes.
That was an easy one. That
One,
was too
one of
easy.
them, yeah.
Tombstone is absolutely amazing. All right, so we're going to go into the next round, which is Top Gun from Billy versus Big Lebowski from Joe.
I answered that one.
Wow, I thought this would have been from Eric.
I
thought Big
just
Lebowski was
watched
from
it.
Eric.
No, I watched The Big Lebowski because it was on the list.
It was
I
on
watched,
Joe's list.
I watched
No, it's
Top
not on my
Gun
list. I
and
changed.
Big
Oh
Lebowski.
shit! Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right, so where you at on the show? What do you got?
I was thinking of Big Lebowski.
Any arguments? I don't know,
You got-
man.
you
Top
do
Gun
have-
is good.
It is a danger zone.
Top Gun's so good.
Good movie.
I'm honestly leaning Top Gun.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If you don't have any arguments for Big Lebowski beating Top Gun, I am leaning Top Gun, man.
Oh, I got
Top Gun
arguments.
is so fucking good. It's such a classic. It was such a fucking bullshit, just like, hey, we need to try and recruit some people, and like total fucking bullshit on that.
Here's a
But
hot.
God
here's a hot
damn.
volleyball beach scene.
Yeah, the random just fucking oiled up or greased up fucking dudes on the beach playing. Ridiculous. But
Maybe they pinned
Greased up
maybe
dudes versus
Now,
dude.
I-
Maybe they
What do you got?
intended Goose want to die the next scene, but okay.
I got some words for The Big Lebowski. I loved that movie. It's a little like got some weird scenes and everything, but it is a great movie. Both of these movies were on the list, and I had not seen either of them, or either, however you want to say it. I watched both.
No, it's Ida.
Within like a day of each other, and I think The Big Lebowski, man, like it's just hilarious. You have the stupid friend, Walter. You have him.
Steve Buscemi.
No, that's
no,
Donnie.
John Goodman. John Goodman.
Yeah,
John
John
Goodman.
Goodman.
We have John Goodman pulling the gun out and is like, "You stepped
Hey.
over the line," and yelling at everyone like
He's like, I served Vietnam, and everyone's like, no, you didn't.
You have the dude just trying to be a chill hippie dude the entire time, and then John Goodman just coming out of the fucking woodworks, just like, "No, we're gonna pull this on them. We're gonna do this and everything." And like the whole reason why shit goes south in that movie is because of John Goodman, where you have the Big Lebowski just trying, or the dude just trying to get everything taken care of and not have anyone die on his watch. It's a funny fucking movie, and then with Donnie too, it's just so funny. It's like, "Shut the fuck up, Donnie!"
Fuck up, Donnie!
Yeah. Like the whole time he says something smart, and then just John Goodman, "Shut up, Donnie!" I'll fight for the Big Lebowski. If everyone's gonna vote for Top Gun, I just think I watched both of these recently, and I think the Big Lebowski is way better.
John
the Top Gun's great.
Goodman.
Can I
DUI manslaughter arrest. Do you guys know that?
Jesus Christ, James.
In a
So,
hit and run automobile
in-
collision. 2010.
In a previous round, we talked about montage scenes. Top Gun's just filled with fucking montage scenes of people flying around.
Yeah,
You know, playing
Yeah.
volleyball on a beach.
The
Guys with their
difference-
shirts off, all sweaty,
The
good
difference
looking.
and
is-
just
No, there's no difference. There's no difference. Eric,
Instead of
I'm
like
with
talking
you.
about Top Gun.
Big Lebowski.
the difference is Top Gun has a whole story behind it. It's not just a third of the movie being montage.
Eric, I'm with you. Big
and-
Lebowski.
I will
What's up,
say
boy?
as well.
Because Eric is
Top
the Big
Gun.
Lebowski. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm
Wait,
gonna
think
piss on
about
this
it.
carpet after
Think
this
about it.
fucking thing.
Eric, who better to be the Big Lebowski than Eric, and who better to be
Hey,
John Goodman than
he-
me?
He's
fair
the
enough.
dude.
Actually, I think
Joe's
no,
Donnie.
Dude, man.
Joe's Donnie.
no.
He's the dude. Oh, I fucking
Sim,
died of a heart attack.
Joe's 100% Donnie.
You fuck up my cremation scene then.
Civ,
No.
I
Joe,
love
how do you feel about that? Do you want to move to Top Gun?
Can I just say, Top Gun legitimately changed the way films are made. Because
man?
Top Gun was the first film that was borrowing U.S. military equipment. And ever since then,
Well, I mean,
studios have been lending out their equipment as long as they have a say in how the movie's portrayed.
Yeah, I
And
gotta
it
correct
drove
it
up-
for you. I gotta correct it
Mike,
for you.
Mike,
No, no,
to
no,
be
no, wait,
fair,
wait,
it was
ow,
a U.S. military fucking recruitment film. Like,
Yeah,
that's what it was.
that's what I was going to say.
So,
It drove up recruitment because of it.
Mike.
It has a tremendous impact culturally.
It's
Sounds like
literally why-
propaganda.
Mike,
It's
sounds
literally
like
why our
propaganda to me.
childhood friend fucking joined the
The
Navy.
Navy, but no. What you're saying is Top Gun is the first psyop, not these e-girls on Instagram
first?
posting shit. That was the original psyop
The
with
first.
James, with cinema this way, where they made a like blockbuster
first?
movie. Yes,
Please.
but
How
it was
much
one
time
that was
you
like,
got, mister?
we're gonna recruit you this way. The next one was then fucking Modern Warfare. But anyway,
So, are we at a 2? We're at a 2-2.
my
standoff,
vote is
right?
Big Lebowski.
Eric's saying
So-
Lebowski.
so
Mike
we
and
gotta
I
wait
are
for
saying
Joe.
Top Gun. Joe
Said
is the Lebowski. It's his movie.
So, James,
Yes.
what would you say?
Oh, I say Top Gun.
So we got a tie.
Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't sound like a tie.
He wasn't on the list. It's us.
He's a non-voting member of
I
the
am.
board.
Yeah.
I like his input. No, I like his input though. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
hearing
100%,
what he has
yeah.
to say.
Great
I'm
input.
happy to be
It's
here.
it's a different involvement in it. Oh my god, who is this? Who's
Can
the
we have
big-
an asterisk on the bracket that says Top Gun, but barely?
No.
No, it's the Big Lebowski, but barely.
Well, fine, the Big Lebowski, but barely.
Just a little bit.
All right, I don't even need to look at who Empire Records was. But the good, the bad, and the ugly was Billy. and Empire Records. So, all right, to go back to the last thing, we will see Tombstone facing the Big Lebowski in the next round. Joe, congratulations. You are at like a 500% or 500.50 win percentage right now.
And Joe, I'll fight with you.
I think
I'll
half
fight
of
with
your
you.
movies made it.
No, fuck your fighting, Eric. Fuck you.
I'll fight with you.
He went Lebowski with
I went
you.
Lebowski. We won.
I went Lebowski too, buddy.
I'm still bitter.
I know. I'm good at arguing. I apologize.
I'm not gonna talk to you for the next 5 seconds.
So we've got the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, thanks to Billy, versus Empire Records.
I'm watching the timestamp.
And I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't matter what wins here because it's facing the Matrix in the next round because that movie.
Ooh.
Which it's probably going to lose to the Matrix.
It absolutely is going to lose.
So, Mike, as the only other person who's seen The Good, the Bad, the Ugly,
What, the only other person?
you've seen it? Oh, everyone's seen that?
I've
Yeah.
seen.
I think
What
Joe
a-
was the only one who did.
It's one of the best.
So,
Hey, no,
Alex,
it's classic
the
Western
only other
movie.
person who's watched Empire Records.
You went to the film fucking school, and I've seen all the movies compared to you.
It's fair.
Mister, I didn't see fucking Godfather
no,
until
no,
a year
sorry,
ago.
Sorry, I thought this was The Good, the Bad, the Weird. I apologize. That's
No,
why
no,
I
no,
went to Mike for
but-
that.
Bad and ugly.
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Thanks to Billy. Clint
Was-
Eastwood.
Yeah, you have Clint Eastwood in it. It's like when you think of westerns, aside from Tombstone, you will think of The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Sure, it's a great movie. Is that his best western?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Of all
Yeah.
people, him? No. Not the
But
best.
Yeah, we got John
I'm-
Wayne in there. You know.
I don't like John Wayne. So,
I agree with that.
Have
but
you
yeah.
seen Empire Records? Is my
Yeah,
question.
what's our conversation here, really?
Has anyone actually watched Empire Records?
Yes.
No.
I made Alex watch it. Anyone else? No one's watched it.
don't think so.
Nope.
John Cusack.
Well, let me see.
Right? That was Cusack?
No,
Who was it?
no, it's
There
95.
was somebody in it. Oh, no, that was one of the Baldwins. That's who it was.
No, it's Anthony LaPaglia.
Oh
He
yeah,
looks
I've
like a
seen it.
Baldwin.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
like a Baldwin. And you got fucking Lord of the Rings. What's her name?
Liv Tyler.
Elf. Yeah,
Yes.
you got Liv Tyler.
Ah.
You got a nice like prime 20-year-old Liv Tyler.
She tries to fucking old dude.
She tries the fucking old dude. But it's a great movie. I won't go too bad into the argument for it. I can concede this, but it is a movie that is worth watching. I put it on my list saying I will probably concede it to what I need to concede it to. But it is such a good movie. It's a record store that is being shut down. They're trying the guy who owns it is trying to sell it to like a Best Buy type situation. And it's an independently owned record store, and the first scene is one dude takes like the $6,000 in the safe, goes down to Atlantic City, New Jersey, and gambles it all away. He wins $30K, and he goes, "Let's do it again. I got a good feeling," and then loses it all. So that he bankrupt the entire record store, and it's just like the last day of the record store existing. It's a really
Oh!
good movie.
Wait, I have seen Empire Records.
Yes.
Yeah, Empire Records. Never mind.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Yes, I've
Next.
won someone over. It's
Next.
a good movie.
I've seen it. I still wouldn't change my vote. I would still go The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
It's a
And
good.
Joe abstains.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen either.
Sim's going Empire Records. I'm gonna go.
It
Empire
doesn't
Records.
fucking matter. It's gonna face
It's
the
gonna lose
Matrix
to the
in the next
Matrix.
round.
Yeah.
And the Matrix is thanks to, let's see.
Me.
Is
Me
it?
and
Yep.
me and Eric.
I'm one of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's me.
Eric and Mike.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hey, Mike. Knuckle bump.
All right, so
I don't know about that. You didn't vote for the usual.
Joe, this
suspects.
is you, right? Pokemon.
Fair enough.
No.
Wait,
Yeah, that's Corey.
Alex, what was the timestamp that you said that Spiteful would come in?
I didn't name a timestamp.
Oh, okay. Spiteful just came in. Mike just said you didn't vote for the usual suspects, so I don't know.
When we were talking about top,
Oh yeah, I
10,
wouldn't knuckle bump that.
I started
Alright.
looking up movies that are
No.
co-written by the U.S. military.
Joe, you're still good.
I'm
I
good.
Am Legend is.
I'm good. I'm good.
So let's keep going here. We'll roll on.
It's one of them. But no,
We have the original Pirates of the Caribbean based on my input, and Pokemon 2000 based on the Wildcard Tory. So let's talk about this shit.
I'm just
Pirates.
realizing this is probably going to be our longest fucking episode ever.
Sure. Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, that movie was fucking amazing. It was the first one in the series, and it launched all those other ones. Holy fucking crap, that was so good. There's so many good lines. Johnny Depp as fucking the pirate, like, Jesus Christ, he's so fucking good in this. And then it just kept going, and he just became this fucking character. Pokemon 2000 is Pokemon. Let's just fucking make as much money as we can off of this fucking shit.
It was a good movie, Pokemon 2000, but Pirates is Pirates.
Civ was raising.
Pirates.
Civ was raising his hand.
I just want to second what Alex said. I fucking hate Pokemon. Pirates of the Caribbean all the way.
Pirates of the Caribbean, dude. So you have heard of me.
Oh, wait,
like,
so-
dude, there's so many good fucking lines in that movie. That movie is so good. I remember seeing that in theaters with our uncle and shit, and holy fucking crap, it was amazing.
So there's 3 votes for Pirates
You're in, Mike?
already. Yeah.
There's 4.
As much as I like
Joe?
Pokemon,
You know you want Pirates, you son of a bitch. You love your Pokemon, but
Pokemon 2000's the... Oh no, it's not the first movie. Yeah. Oh no, it's not the first Pokemon movie. Never mind. Yeah.
No,
Pirates.
that's the one. Pokemon 2000.
Lugia. Pokemon
Lugia?
2000's Lugia with Slowking.
Yeah.
And Articuno, Zapdos, and the guy's like, I'm a collector. Yeah. Oh, fuck
What
that
would the
douchebag.
world
Yeah, no,
be?
Pirates.
Pirates? Oh yeah, let's fucking move on, boys.
what would the world be without Captain Jack Sparrow?
Thank
that
you.
character
So-
never
So
existed.
the one thing.
Dude, so good. Thank you, James.
The one thing I was hoping out.
Unanimous all
Yeah.
along the board.
Yeah, that's a clear pass. But the one thing with Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm surprised, Alex, you didn't bring it up, is the introduction of Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Of him
fucking-
standing on the crow's tower
Yep.
holding it, and then it zooms out, and it's just a
He's
sinking
just sinking.
ship. Yeah, going into the dock. Like, what a great way to introduce.
So fucking good. I'm saving
Yeah.
that asshole for the next round.
Whoopsies. Whoopsie poopsie. Alright, anyway.
I feel like we
Next-
should have
Alright.
marked it off like who voted for what though for the movie, so that we keep track of that shit. So
Uh,
I know who the-
I don't think we need to.
When I edit
So
this, I'll
well,
keep
I mean,
track.
it's easier for me for the Logan traders. So
No,
You
I
mean
didn't name.
everybody?
yeah,
Joe, when I
all
edit,
are dead. All
when I-
are dead.
Joe, when I edit
Logan
this,
who? Logan who?
Logan what? But yeah, no, I'll when I edit this, I'll
You're
go
picking fucking
through-
American movies, all right? Those movies are goddamn prime, pure beef freedom. All right, they're always gonna win.
When
Alright.
when I edit this, I'll put the tallies up. I'll have a column for each of us. 'Cause I have a
good.
copy of all of this, and we'll give a rundown before the next episode of who voted where.
We should
Alright.
also have a win
Fucking Puss in
total
Boots
for
rundown.
each. We should have a win total for all 5 of us for whose movies move on in
Perfect.
each round.
Yeah.
Sim needs to win this year because
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
We're not talking about fantasy. We're not talking about
This is
fantasy.
hockey. I'm 12-1, baby.
Save it for the podcast. Save it for the other podcast or
I
the
swear to-
other episodes.
I will fucking leave the second you guys start talking about your fantasy
Well, I'm
drafts.
not. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to
You
wipe it.
literally,
We're not-
You
we're
can
not-
play
we're
my
not-
fucking murder. If you guys
Hey,
start talking about this,
Joe,
I'm gonna
how
go
about
to
this? Joe, how about this?
What's next?
Hot
Entertainment.
Rod from Eric
Okay.
versus How to Train Your Dragon from Tori.
Hot Rod.
Ooh, that's not.
I got my knuckles wrapped, baby.
I'll be honest.
I need papers.
I'll be honest. Both of these
I
movies
gotta go hot rod.
are kind of shitty in my opinion. I'm just going with Hot Rod barely eking it out because I don't really care for How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, Mike, I don't care about your opinion. Hot Rod's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I originally thought Hot Rod looked so fucking stupid and finally watched it like 5 years after it came out, and oh my god, that movie is so fucking stupidly funny.
Only
I'm
thing I
going
have to
with
say
Hot Rod,
about it.
too.
Only thing I have to say about Hot Rod. I was in high school. Both my brothers were in college. I saw that movie in the movie theaters. They both said, "Oh, that movie looks stupid. I'll never watch it." About 5 years later, they both watched the movie and went, "That's fucking hilarious." And I was like, there you go. It's a good fucking movie. It's great. You're like, "Oh, Andy Samberg's not that funny." And I was like, okay, he is. But love that movie. I learned the too legit to quit. I'm fucking it up because I'm drinking. But Hot Rod's great.
Are we all going Hot Rod?
Hot Rod.
I love How to
Me, Eric, and Joe went Hot Rod.
I love
Sif?
How to Train Your Dragon.
Sib, anything?
Sounds unanimous.
Yeah, you're Hot Rod?
This one is easy for me.
This is fucking stupid.
Monty Python.
All right,
And the
so we
Holy
got
Dawn.
Monty
James,
Python from Billy,
James is placing bets
and
on the side.
it is Jingle All the Way from Mike, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's hear it, Mike.
Mike, before you start, can I just say I did watch this over my holiday break. I watched Jingle All the Way, one Christmas movie I've never seen. What the fuck?
Wait.
It is so bad.
Oh,
it comes
shit.
back around to being entertaining.
Fucking Sinbad's character doesn't even know who he is until the end, where he's a mass murderer. Like, what the fuck?
To be
is that
fair,
movie?
he was a mass murderer halfway through the film when he had a bomb.
What he said, I'm postal. What the fuck was that?
No, when he had a bomb and he didn't actually expect it to be a bomb, pretty sure he had murderous
And
intentions.
he blew up all of New York City's police officers, who all survived somehow.
Chicago.
Chicago.
I mean, you have Arnold Schwarzenegger, which, come on.
Mm,
Who doesn't like to see Arnie doing a comedic role?
me.
Put the cookie down.
I don't even like watching him do an action role.
Well, alright, you got terrible fucking taste.
And you guys voted
Last
for his.
Action Hero?
Hey, you
What
voted for
the
his fucking
fuck?
Puss in Boots. You voted for his fucking Puss in Boots movie. Okay.
Kindergarten Cop? Excuse me?
Terminator.
That's
All
not
right,
a comedy.
hold on, real quick. Where's everybody at on this, really? Like, are we all leading Monty Python?
Oh yeah.
No.
No.
Whoa, Civ, let me hear.
No.
What is Jingle
Look.
All the Way?
Look, Monty Python, while it is a classic, it's fucking boring British fucking humor.
All right, so racism. Let's go.
Some of
No, it
sucks.
is dry.
I
It
do
is
agree.
dry British
It is
humor.
the,
It's
it
very
is
dry.
drier. It is drier than 7 of my ex-girlfriends. I'm going with Jingle All the Way.
That sounds like a
Fuck
personal
that.
problem, Ben Shapiro.
Damn. Kamikaze by words.
Woof.
You're welcome, Joe.
God.
Sorry, drier than 7 of Joe's ex-girlfriends.
He doesn't have that many. He's not a
This is
whore.
an Arnold Schwarzenegger Christmas movie.
Yes, it's an
Oh my
Arnold
God.
Schwarzenegger Christmas movie.
It's a fucking
where-
classic.
it's
Put the
so
cookie
bad.
down.
I've
You have
never even heard of
Sinbad,
this.
who is the antagonist. Arnold Schwarzenegger is just being a bad dad because he waited till the last day to buy his son a Christmas
No, he's
present.
just a bad dude. He's so involved with his business, he doesn't pay attention to his family whatsoever.
Hey,
And this
hey,
Christmas, he tries to be a parent for once.
Classic Hallmark. Look, here's the thing. Mike's saying that the movie's so bad. I would argue the movie's actually pretty fucking good. So, I'm going Jingle All the Way.
you know, I have to also say and point out, the mother waited till the last 2 weeks until Christmas to tell him, oh, the most popular toy is what our son wants. You should go get it. So she's also a bad mother, too. And she's about to have an extramarital affair with Phil Hartman. Rest in peace.
Of all
It's a
fucking
bad
people.
movie. Like,
It is not a bad movie. It's a fucking phenomenal piece of cinema with Arnold Schwarzenegger, a phenomenal actor.
I'm pretty sure he
I think
fucks
it
a
looks
reindeer
good.
By the
at some
way,
point in that movie.
not a shameless plug, but like if you have the time on Netflix, there's a 3-part series about Arnold that covers his bodybuilding, his acting, and then his time as governor of California. Phenomenal fucking docu-series on Netflix. Jingle All the Way.
You also have a movie here, unlike Monty Python and the Holy Grail, where you have Arnold Schwarzenegger fighting a whole bunch of Santas, where one of them is the Big Show.
And there's midgets. You cannot forget the midgets.
You get midgets,
The
you
little
got the
people.
Big Show. Joe, come on. You know you want to go Jingle All the Way.
All right, hold
They're
on.
little
Let's
people.
vote this right now. So, me and Eric, Monty Python,
A second.
Civ and Mike, you're on Jingle. Joe?
Monty.
Oh, you...
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you feel betrayed? Why'd you make it laugh?
I voted for Reservoir Dogs for you.
How's Logan doing?
So this is where the spiteful votes start coming in. It's like, you voted this, you voted that.
I'm not bitter.
I'm gonna say it. Logan sucked.
Alright,
I'm
so
gonna,
Monty,
Civ, no, I'm gonna say this, Civ. You moved to fucking New Jersey.
Whoa! Whoa! I got 3 people in this chat that would
Dox
that
that
would
bitch.
come on
Dox
you for
it.
that one.
Wait, who?
Boom.
Who?
Oh,
All right,
I'll
never mind. 2 people.
Hi, me.
I
Anna
didn't move to New
James.
Jersey by choice at any point in my life.
Me
know what,
either.
Sam?
Just happened to be the best time of my life.
You know what, Sam? I'm gonna fucking say it. I hope your car is full of gas and you hit every goddamn fucking green light on your way to work tomorrow.
Oh.
Whoa.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Monty
like that.
Python and the Holy Grail moves on to face Goodfellas in the next round because it got an auto
Well, we
based
know which
on
one's fucking winning
Mike and
that
Civ.
one.
Based on Mike and Civ, Goodfellas moves on. All right, so we have
Yep.
Pirates, Dead Men Tell No Tales from Tori, and we have Shrek from
Oh.
Joe. So that's an interesting one. Let's get into that real quick.
Hey now.
You're an
Listen,
all-star.
guys, You're an all-star. You guys gotta get your game on. Go play.
I was muted.
You're-
Goddamn,
you guys
I was
are a
saying
rock
the same
star.
fucking thing.
Get the show on.
Which
Get paid.
pirates is this? 2, 3?
Dead Men Tell No Tales is the third one.
No,
Right?
no, it's 4.
No.
No.
It's
No,
four.
no,
Dead Man
four.
Test was
Is
2.
it 4?
5.
It's 5. It's 5.
Five?
What the
It's 5.
fuck?
All right,
Oh,
so
the last one.
Shrek.
It's Shrek. If it was
It's a
3, it easily would have been Pirates.
We are
Shrek.
So
But it's
I will give the argument for Tori here because I'm on the Dead Man Tell No Tales train.
If you're bringing that up, I'll jump on your train if you give me the argument.
The actors that are within the film,
That is true.
the way the storyline
Which one is that?
progresses throughout. I believe it's the last. The
Yeah,
last-
it's
which
the
one
last-
is
yeah,
that?
It's
It's
the
the
One
last.
with what's his name?
Javier Bardem.
Yes.
That's a Javier Bardem
It's-
one?
Yeah.
It's the
It is,
last.
it is one of the best villains in Pirates
Sure.
of the Caribbean.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's the
But I mean,
last.
Javier Bardem already proved he's one of the best villains
He's
ever.
But it's the
Yeah,
last.
but
of,
it talks about the like early on periods of Jack Sparrow. You
Mhm.
see him kind of washed up in the
Sure.
beginning.
Yep.
He loses his crew. He has
Sure.
to win them back. He's got this guy chasing him, which is like the storyline of every Pirates of the Caribbean movie. But
Right.
of all the Caribbean movies, I would argue that this is actually one of the better, like the best ones. I mean, the third
You know
one
what?
at World's End is very good, but
Yeah.
I think, I think in terms of how the story progresses, Dead Man Tell No Tales is just there's just something about it that just has more.
It's
to it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't realize it was that one. That's a good
It's-
one.
it's
It's great.
It's quote unquote the last Orlando Bloom one as well.
Yeah.
But it is the last one that he's in before like his kid took over in 5 and 6 or whatever it was. But I'll give the same argument I gave with Puss in Boots for this. Is Javier Bardem is the mortality of Jack Sparrow. Dead
Yeah.
Men Tell No Tale. He is hunting him down to put him in the grave because Dead Men Tell No Tale.
Wasn't
and
Davy Jones
Jack
doing
Sparrow
that?
should be dead. What'd you say?
And-
Davy Jones? No, Davy Jones was a curse about 100 souls. It's a completely different movie. This is his soul is gone. He's dead. He's already been to the underworld. He came back. He's some sort of immortal pirate, and he gets like an undying assassin sent after him who can fucking adjust the fucking oceans to attack him and everything. It's insane.
because he gives up the one piece, his compass, that has been
One piece?
guiding whatever
How
throughout
he
the
gets
entire
the most thing he wants in the world. Yeah.
right. He gives it up out of desperation because he just hit rock bottom, and then it sets this villain free to chase
To
after
attack
him.
Yep.
And it like it finishes off in a great way for other characters too, with Barbosa, where he meets his he comes in with his daughter, and he sacrifices himself to save his daughter and Orlando Bloom's son, who ends up falling in love with his daughter, etc., etc. Orlando Bloom's son, Orlando Bloom is the Flying Dutchman. He ends up breaking
he is
his
that in the
curse,
movie, huh?
it's the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yeah.
And at the end, because of him breaking the Flying Dutchman's curse, Orlando Bloom is able to come back to Keira Knightley, Elizabeth Swann, who's still stuck on that island after however fucking many years that she's been there
It's
waiting
like 10
for him.
years or something, because his kid is like 16.
No,
or something.
longer than that. The
Or-
kid's
yeah,
like
so maybe
20.
like 20. Yeah, maybe it's like 20.
It's every
years,
10
yeah.
years.
Was she like
Every
a
10
crazy
years,
island babe at that point? Or is she still like
No,
stuck up?
she was still anorexic.
Oh,
Nah,
okay.
she was nepo baby.
That'd be
but-
cool.
Is
but
it better
I
than
mean-
Shrek? Is it better
no,
than Shrek?
Islanded out.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Shrek.
I'll vote
is,
Dead Tail.
Shrek is a fantastic movie, but
It
it's
started a
it's for
great
it's for
series.
it's for 12-year-olds. It's for 12-year-olds.
It may have made the children retarded.
You could put on Shrek at any point in time,
It's
and you're
not-
going to see a
it's-
whole bunch of millennials glued to the fucking TV.
Oh, 100%. I'm not going to
Timeless.
deny that fact. Doesn't change the fact that the Pirates of the Caribbean movie is better.
It made Smash
It is a
Mouth.
better film. It has
didn't
a
make
better
Smash Mouth,
story.
Mike. And it is a great movie, and I'm on Civ's side. I'm voting Dead Man Tell No Tale.
Shrek is a
Tell No
great
Tales,
movie. I love it,
whatever.
but Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man No Tell No Tale is a better cinematic film.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll vote with
Mike?
Shrek had a
Civ's
bigger
vote.
impact on
I'm
the
going
world.
Shrek.
Joe?
I've seen Dead Man Tells No Tales once. Shrek, we grew up with it.
If I were to pick a movie that if I were to pick a movie out of any of the series, like, hey, any one of these out of the entire series, I'm not picking that Pirates, but I'm certainly picking that Shrek.
But why? Why?
It is so good. That original Shrek is
I like
so
Shrek too.
fucking good.
Yeah,
Shrek 2 is
will
good.
say-
the original
2 is good.
Shrek is better than every other Shrek that followed. Every other
Yeah.
Shrek that followed
Yeah.
was shit.
This is a part
I'm ju-
4, part 3, whatever in the whole
What?
fucking series that actually carried on.
There were
rest
some
of it.
bad ones in there.
We're
But yeah,
talking about
this
the
one
four
brought it
was
back. This one
great.
brought it back.
Yeah.
I'm
But-
We're
This one brought
talking
it back
about
is better.
we're talking about an original movie, Shrek,
hmm
and every movie that followed it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Which
And
we're
we're
not talking
talking
about the
about-
series necessarily.
The
We're talking
original-
about these
so-
movies that are listed
but
in front of us.
Pirates is a sandwich where the bread is the best part of the sandwich.
No, it's not.
The first
I don't
one is
think
so
so.
amazing. The last one is so good.
So
Right,
wait,
like,
so-
this
no,
one's
but to the
amazing.
point-
But to Mike's point about the third one being great, I mean, it brings so
Third
much
one was alright.
together.
No,
At World's End is a fantastic movie. I would argue that the fourth movie that followed that came
I would
after
argue
that
that
wasn't
At
so
World's
great.
End wasn't great either.
They got a little
I
confusing
didn't think it
for a
was.
bit.
Yeah, I don't think At World's End was even the best.
Like, what was up with
Yeah,
all
I
the
think-
crabs in that?
Let me-
Like,
I think Dead Man's Chest was a great movie, but
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, okay,
You guys,
yeah.
you guys been talking about Pirates of the Caribbean, great, all that. But I need to ask every single one of you this one simple question from Shrek. Do you know the Muffin Man?
all right, yeah,
Charlene.
Well,
I'll
he's married
concede
to
Shrek-
the Muffin Man.
Shrek has given us more iconic lines in terms of meme culture, but in terms of we're talking about what is the better film.
Yeah.
So what are we
Absolutely.
what are we basing our parameters on? Are we basing it on fucking 12-year-old mindset of, oh, we got a talking donkey
we-
and this fucking ugly ogre that goes on an adventure to save a princess?
Are we talking about millennial quotation fucking reels?
Right.
And TikTok
Are we
shit?
talking
Or are we
about
talking about a good fucking
actual
movie?
fucking cinema that has
Yeah.
a storyline that is a phenomenal movie through and through that finishes off a series that is iconic for
Yeah,
Disney.
no, you're
Can I
absolutely
just go
right.
ahead
I
and say-
completely agree. But what I'm basing it off of is what I think a better movie is.
I'm throwing the hammer down. I'm throwing the hammer down. Civ, me and you won this fight spiritually, but I believe.
No, I agree.
Oh wait, you're voting with Dead Man Tale?
No, I agree with Civ's argument. Is fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
he's absolutely right. That movie is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That movie is so fucking good.
So what moves forward here? Because
Shrek.
I'm voting Dead Man or Pirates.
You know what I'm doing? I am throwing my vote to James because I think Joe and Mike are on track. You two are on Dead Man.
Yeah.
James, what do you vote?
I'm gonna say Shrek.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's horseshit.
By
That is
5
such
movies.
horseshit.
Wrap it up. It's called a trilogy.
Civ,
Wrap it
I think
up.
I went into it with Shrek.
Two
And
movies
I
ago.
think
It's such a
Civ,
shit movie.
Civ's argument moved me to the fence, where I'm not sure what I
you
actually
don't
want.
really want to be. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. But Civ, we won that.
it was a great
argued
argument.
very
It made
well
sense.
for
Very
that.
compelling, but
Yeah.
It made a lot
wrap
of
it
sense.
up.
So we got a weird one here. Wolf of Wall Street from Civ, and what was it, Godfather 2 from Mike?
Which why part 2? That's like the why.
Because part 2 takes what was established in the first Godfather and built upon it way better. It fleshed out
it's
the
gonna be fun.
characters and the
I gotta go to
storylines.
the bathroom.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go to the bathroom too.
But we're gonna lose Joe.
You people
here.
make me sick.
I'm done. I'm done drinking for the night, so I'm good.
We're almost done. We got 1,
Look.
2, 3, 4, 5 more.
Godfather.
We can knock these
And I
out.
think some of them are easy.
I think
Well,
some of them are gonna be
Godfather-
like
Hey,
2
Joe,
through.
Joe. Some of them are easy.
Yeah.
All right, so
Well, Godfather is a
Some of them are
classic movie.
easy, Joe. Some of them are easy.
Godfather Part 2. Why the? I'm with
Here-
you, Eric. Why the Part 2? Why the Part 2?
again,
oh,
Zach,
because it builds.
I'll leave
Because it
this
builds
going.
off the first
hold on.
movie. We're going off the second movie. We're going off the parameters of the second movie. We're not going.
Yes.
Oh, because
Yeah,
it builds off the first movie. The second movie standalone.
Yeah,
You
the
say it's
second
better
movie
than the original.
standalone is still better. And
Yeah,
if we're
and
using,
I'm
if
telling
we're
you that
using the
Wolf of
same
Wall
argument,
Street.
if we are
More
using
people.
oh,
More
can
people
I
are going to
finish
sit
the
down.
thought? Can
No,
I finish
no,
the thought?
no. More people are going to sit down and watch Wolf of
Can
Wall
I
Street than
finish
they
the
are going to
thought?
Godfather 2.
you're welcome to continue to argue. Keep going.
Not even a question.
no,
Not even a
you're-
thought here.
Using the same argument of your last debate of why Dead Men Tell No Tales. What is a better film overall? Godfather. That stands out as a better film. Part 2 has all the storytelling of a great film. You have someone who is trying to maintain his power. He's being betrayed by his brother, no less. You have the prologue moment where you have Robert De Niro being the younger Don Corleone. Whereas you have Wolf of Wall Street, which, again, using your same arguments, is filled with just a whole bunch of meme culture.
Which arguably is better than whatever Godfather 2 had to offer. But you talk about maintaining power, right? Here's the story of Wolf of Wall Street about Jordan Belfort, who's trying to maintain his power on Wall Street against the SEC, who is trying to take away his power because of the investment strategies that he implements and the money laundering strategies. Godfather, what are they doing illegally? Bullshit. You talk about being betrayed, right? You talk about betrayals in Godfather 2. How about some betrayals in Wolf of Wall Street, where the FCC and the FBI come in and tell him, you gotta wear a wire, you gotta rat at your friends. You know what Jordan Belfort does? He slits into the nose of his friend and says, I'm wearing a wire. Don't incriminate yourself. That right there, that is fucking class and character. That is sticking up for your friends. That is sticking up for your friends.
The guy,
Joe, I know you could appreciate that.
He was banging.
I know you would appreciate that because
just because you're gish galloping does not make your argument that much better.
No, it does. Because
Hold on. There we go. I fixed it. So now that you don't have the ability to talk over me,
Oh shit.
are you gonna behave? Are you gonna stop talking over me just to prove a point? Okay. There we go.
Oh,
So-
fuck. This is oh god.
So I just muted him so I don't have to listen to him as I talk.
Oh,
So,
okay. Hold on.
You know.
Oh fuck.
Wow. Way to ruin the whole fucking podcast by kicking me out of the thing and having Eric to have.
Dude, you're just talking over me. I can't get a point in.
Meanwhile, I was the one talking before you cut me off. Oh wait, you're still muted. Uh-huh.
So we'll be right back after this, folks.
What happened?
Well, anyway, we already know where where Alex and Eric stand because they're gonna likely vote for Wolf of Wall Street. I would imagine
What's the other movie?
because
I
Eric
think they're
never
gonna
even
vote
watched
Wolf of Wall Street.
Godfather. So I don't even know why we're having a debate here. I know I won. Wolf of Wall Street's a better movie.
That
Let's
was
move on.
not. What's the other one?
Godfather Part 2.
Oh, yeah. I actually never seen it. I never seen either Godfather.
Yeah, thanks. Because it's a boring fucking movie. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. I know I've tried to see it. There's a couple like notable lines, but like I don't give a shit. Wrap it up. It doesn't need to be 4 hours.
You want an iconic line? I ain't fucking leaving. Mike kicked me out. I ain't fucking leaving.
Yeah,
I could still take you
it
out.
is.
Yeah, which by the way, I'm telling Eric to take your.
I shout, "I'm not selling.
admin power
I'm not
away.
fucking selling." I shout that all the time.
Oh, he's telling mommy.
Murder Robbie. She's a pretty lady. She's a handsome lady.
Ugh.
A very handsome woman.
So we got 4 more movies after this. I gotta go to bed because I got 16-hour shift tomorrow.
Yeah, we kept you until 10:30.
Yeah.
I actually I'm doing the night shift tomorrow, so I have off until like 8 p.m. tomorrow. Which is pretty fucking sick.
You have a night shift?
Yeah, no, my warehouse is 24/7.
Oh, that sucks.
24/5. 24 hours, 5 days a week.
Yeah, no, you need a job with a work-life balance.
I know,
I
dude,
don't-
it sucks. Even like if it was just like they shifted my hours a little bit because I can't get anything done during the week. Like I had to work Saturday like 3 weekends in a row. And I'm finally done with this Saturday. I was like, oh, awesome. Maybe I can get a haircut tomorrow. And I think, oh yeah, it's Sunday. My fucking barber's closed. I can't do that.
I think Joe's starting.
That's weird. I heard Alex, but he's on his camera.
Yeah, same. That's weird.
Hey,
I
working
got my
9 to
headset.
fucking 8. You can never
You
turn it up.
you have it on?
Yeah, so I walked it downstairs and it like cut off at one point in the kitchen.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
fucking
you're-
weird. Like we heard you.
Oh, I was
So where
wondering
are we
why
at
your
on this
camera-
movie?
Well, Civ's off camera, and there's more to that. But yeah, I want you to think of this. What's the worst thing that could happen? It happened.
What happened to Civ? Did Mike kill him?
Nope. Well, Mike, you can explain.
Yeah, I was just getting consistently interrupted, so I had to mute him.
Oh no! Joe said something about kicking him.
Yeah, because then he muted me, so then I'm like, okay.
Can you bring him back?
He's back.
Okay.
And then he
Can
just
you
walked
unmute
away.
him?
I did.
Okay.
And he joined back in.
So this was the Wolf of Wall Street versus Godfather
Godfather Part
argument.
2, yes.
I wasn't here for most of it, but I got my vote regardless.
Oh, you're gonna have a great footage later, buddy.
Was there Penrith?
There was.
Is Jeff still muted or no?
I was
Joe?
never muted.
Joe's not muted.
What the fuck are you talking about?
All right, so I heard a lot of this argument. Where are we at?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Mike?
I'm still on Godfather.
Joe?
Better film.
Who's on third?
Joe doesn't want to make a decision. Joe, if you don't
Fingers.
make a decision, it's probably going to come down to you.
I was gonna. Don't do that to me. Don't you put that evil on me, Eric, you Bobby.
Eric?
Wolf.
All right, so it's not going to be on you.
So here, 2 wolves, 1 god.
I heard the beginning of Civ's argument, which he said, hey, why would you pick 2 out of all of the Godfathers? And that's all I need to hear. Fuck you too.
Hey, James, what do you think?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, I was already on it. I already typed it in.
It's a win, boy.
There you go. Very good.
I was
Win's a
already
win.
on it. Sorry, Mike.
I
Dude,
know.
Godfather
the
2
na-
is fantastic. I love it. It's such a good movie. But Wolf of Wall Street, man, that's a fucking classic at this point. It's Godfather 2.
It's a new classic, 100%.
Godfather 2 is great. It's a little dry at points.
I can give it that.
It's a little bit dry at points, and I like that movie. Like, if you came over here and said, "Hey, you want to watch Godfather 2?" I'd go, "All right, let's do that." I got 4 hours to spare.
You have to admit too, the second film is better than the first.
And I like the arguments you were putting up. Like, I heard most of them on the way down there. It's a good movie, man. It's a great movie. It just, I don't know. It got a tough matchup. It got a really tough matchup. So now we're gonna have Shrek playing against Wolf of Wall Street.
That's a much
Which
tougher
is
one.
stupid as fuck.
That's tough.
Both involve a lot of drugs.
Who will win? Stick around.
All
to
right,
find
so
out.
we're looking at Graveyard of the Fireflies from Mike
Ooh. Grave of the
versus
Fireflies.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire from Eric.
I want to
No.
go first on this one.
Really? Really?
Before we even argue, I have
Joe,
to.
you still good?
I'm going to
We can
pretty
power
much
through it. I can power through it.
concede
Let's go, bud.
on this, only because I'm almost 100%. Aside from Alex, no one else has seen this film.
Eric hasn't.
I haven't seen Graveyard of Fireflies.
Has anybody seen it besides me and Mike?
I
No.
think I'm just more surprised that Eric is the one going for Harry Potter.
All right, let me go real quick. So, Graveyard of the Fireflies is
Grave of the
this
Fireflies.
movie that you just are watching and have no clue what the fuck's going on, and then all of a sudden, Jesus fucking Christ!
Jesus
Right,
fucking
Mike?
Christ
That's the
shows
best
up in
place to
there.
put it. Like, holy fuck, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Wait,
I
you
mean,
guys
if
talking
you want
about
to, if you
the
want a
Miyazaki?
film that's it's a well, is it a Miyazaki
Yeah,
film?
no,
or is
I
it
don't
a
think
Studio
Yeah, no,
Miyazaki,
it
is
is.
it?
It is a Miyazaki. It's a
It is a
Miyazaki. It's a
Miyazaki?
Studio Ghibli. It's
Oh, just
Studio
make sure I'm
Ghibli.
thinking about the right thing.
Didn't he just
It's-
die too?
He just made a new movie. Did he die?
He did just
He
make a
might
new
have
movie.
just willed that into fucking the universe, which God forbid he dies. Graveyard of Fireflies.
I am a golden god.
I understand it. It's what, World War II, before the nukes drop and everything, and it's about a brother and a brother, an older brother taking care of his younger brother during the whole thing. I've seen the trailer. I've seen some of it. That's a heavy fucking movie that I was just, I'm not.
Oh,
gonna
that's what it was.
watch.
He just won a Golden Globe for the first time.
Did he die? No, he just won a Golden Globe. What the
He's
fuck?
81.
People live to 120.
But just on
I
the-
need to go fix something.
Civ disappeared. Civ, is your camera
I need to
still
go
on?
set this timeline right.
No, I'm here.
Oh, there you
Just
go.
my timeline, he's dead. I'm sorry.
I have to say, before you put in your argument for Harry Potter, just on the nature of no one ever watching this film, it's someone I wanted this on the list just for nature of getting the name out there, having people watch it. It is a very good movie. You're gonna hate your life afterwards.
I want to watch it.
Let me hold on. Let me put
Let
it
me-
this way. So there, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't watch anime and stuff," and people are like, "Oh, you should watch Akira." No, fuck that. Watch Graveyard of the Fireflies. That is gonna make you fucking feel something. Akira sucks.
He's right.
Akira's
He's right.
garbage.
He's right. Absolutely. Akira.
But
fuck
Graveyard
that.
of the Fireflies is fucking insane. It's so good.
And of all of the
When the-
Miyazaki films, all of the Studio Ghiblis, I'm sure I'll love this one when I watch it. My argument for Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire is I love that series. I grew up with my mom reading the books to me
Yeah.
because I hated reading, so my mom would read the books to me. Sentimental stuff that I'll
You couldn't read.
I couldn't read.
You still can't.
I couldn't read until I was like 18 years old, and I finally figured out how to fucking read. But Goblet of Fire is just one of my favorite ones where you really see the friendship between all of them in Harry Potter. You see Harry, Ron, and Hermione really grow together and everything, and then you see Harry being the popular kid playing the sport and like someone dying in front of him. And like they're playing like that's my favorite scene of it. It's like it's such a happy, sad moment of just they're playing the winning music that Gryffindor won. It's like burr, and like he's just holding it. And he's like, he's dead. Cedric Diggory's dead. And like, I love that shit. That fucking 100%. But I'm a nerd for Harry Potter. I'm going to push it forward regardless, so that's my vote, and I don't really want to argue it any further. Graveyard of Fireflies is a required watch, though. But Harry Potter.
I get it, man. Like, me and you just watched all the Harry Potter movies because it was like Christmas time, and like, fuck it, it's kind of like Christmas movies. Yeah. And it was great. It was fantastic, and that was something like I didn't read as a kid and everything, and they're enjoyable. And Goblet of Fire is a great fucking movie. I just think, fuck, Graveyard of Fireflies is wild. It is a fucking movie.
So, to give a preface on why I even picked this film, it's just like I watched it with my ex. I was going in thinking that this was going to be a happy Studio Ghibli movie.
Nope.
Because they have a reputation for really happy movies.
We just watch House.
Hold on.
They're not that happy.
They're not happy at all. Are you kidding me? There's a moral
They
story.
always like take on some sort of social
there's some
thing.
sort of moral lesson to learn from every single one of his movies. That they're not happy movies. You learn about yourself when you watch his movies, which this is an argument for you. You learn something when you watch his movies.
Yeah.
You feel something when you watch.
You take something with you.
You take something
afterwards.
away from
You
it.
take something with you.
Yeah.
I mean, what this movie left me with was post-traumatic stress disorder, and a phantom pain for people that aren't even real. And this is one film that if someone had to say, has there ever been a movie that made you cry? This one did it. I was legitimately crying watching the end.
Yeah.
You know what? I won't even.
They'll do it.
I'll concede. Graveyard of Fireflies.
When they would air Grave of the Fireflies on like Japanese TV when it first came out, they would have to follow it up with Totoro because it was so sad. They needed something to like help people sleep.
But it wasn't.
Hold on, real quick. Before you, James. So you think Graveyard of the Fireflies is better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what's the other option?
Harry Potter.
Harry Cooter.
Harry Cooter.
Yeah.
Civ.
All right, go ahead, Civ. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, just for the record, I'm voting Harry Potter as well.
Yeah, that's fair. I understand.
Thank you. I'll concede this. I'll let the votes keep going, but
it's a movie. It's a fucking movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those movies like you see one time and you go, "Yeah, I'm glad I saw that. I
don't need to
see
watch
that."
it. I have a couple.
I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I have a couple
and
on here that are
that's
like
probably
that.
why Eric hasn't seen it yet. Is because I'm like, yeah, you can put it on whenever you want. I just don't want to see that again.
You're like, hey,
Yeah,
dude,
to be fair.
do you have depression? Yeah, we'll watch it at some point.
If you were to tell me that someone's going to put this on the TV again, I probably wouldn't watch it because I don't want to be that sad again.
Yeah.
It hit me that bad.
So
Yeah, it's a hard movie to watch, but it's one of those movies that like you should see. It's something you should see.
you win me with the argument that I don't want to feel that sad again. I like watching movies that make me feel something. So
It feels. Yeah, it feels.
I can hit the feels. I can take the feels.
It feels.
But yeah, I mean, like I'll switch over to Graveyard, but like Harry Potter is totally my vote.
I'm gonna make Eric watch Graveyard before the next round.
Is it moving on?
I think it should. I
mean,
really think it should.
What Alex voted for it? Mike,
What's the
Joe,
vote
what are you
count?
voting?
Well, so Civ is voting
Harry.
Potter, and Joe's definitely voting Harry Potter.
Are you?
How dare you guess correctly?
So Harry Potter should move on if you're not conceding.
I concede. I want Graveyard to move on.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. It's facing the
Wow.
nice guys.
Yeah.
It's facing the nice guys.
You guys
The next
keep
one.
saying Graveyard.
I mean-
it's Grave of the Fireflies.
Oh yeah, it is Grave of the Fireflies. I
Yeah.
mistyped it.
But Harry
But
Potter and the
I think
Goblet
it
of
goes on
Fire
both.
is like the best Harry Potter film.
And it's going to face the nice guys in the next round because of me and Eric.
Two
Nice
exactly same tonal movies.
Nice guys is getting destroyed. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't have glass bottles. God damn it! All right.
All right, so this round I think is going to be over way faster than you expect. So the Warriors, thanks to who was that?
Me.
That was Eric.
That's a mean movie.
Yeah,
Oh.
Warriors, thanks to Eric.
Oh.
Interesting. And Philadelphia, thanks to Mike.
Probably me.
Oh, Civ.
Civ.
Yeah.
Warriors.
Good luck, Civ. Good
Eric,
luck, Civ.
Eric, you can go first.
Warriors.
I think it's over before it started, bud.
Yeah, so I had this planned. I was hoping to have glass bottles in front of me when I can like click them the correct way, but come out to play.
I think this is over, man.
But all right, so I love that movie. I used to hate gang movies. I used to hate like mob movies and all that. This is the first one I was introduced to by one of my good friends in high school. The Warriors is such a good movie about just old 1980s New York. And like it was fucking bedlam there. Like people were just beating the shit out of each other, killing everyone. The gangs were insane. This movie is just a bunch of fucking ripped ass dudes in leather vests running around trying not to die in the middle of Brooklyn. They were in Staten
They're trying
Island.
to get to Coney
They were
Island.
getting to Coney Island. That's where their base was. They were trying to get to Coney Island. And then like it ends with them on the beach. I can go through it. They fight all these gangs. They fight like the baseball gang. They're all wearing fucking baseball uniforms and like have bats and stuff, and they're trying to beat them up. And it's like these guys with like brass knuckles and the leather suit. Like they have nothing. They're like practically anything. But won't ruin the whole movie. Great movie. Ends on fucking Coney Island. Just a great goddamn movie, and it's got the narrator.
Clink,
Yeah,
clink.
it's got the narrator where she's a radio host. Goes, "Hey, all you jive turkeys out there, we got the Warriors going on.
Whoa,
the
you can't just
A14.
you just can't
You
say
can't
that.
say
They're going on the A14 subway. So if you catch them over in Long Island, be sure to knock them out before you go back. And now here's a song." And then she'll play a song. She'll play a song, and then like it goes to the fight scene of them. It's an amazing mobster movie, gang movie of just old New York. I love that they made a video game for it on the Xbox. Was terrible.
That was good. No, it was good. It was
Eh,
actually really good.
It worked out really well. It just didn't age well, but it's just that's a mob movie. That's a movie that like I will watch. The Gangs of New York, but the Warriors. Like it's such a good movie. I know those places. I see where they are. I see where the shots are taking places. I grew up over in New York, not necessarily in that area, but I've seen that. I've been to the locations they shot at, and just that click with the 3 bottles at the end. Warriors, come out to play. And he's got like a bottle on all 3 fingers. Anyway, that's my argument for it. It's just a good
All right,
fucking
let's
movie.
go, Civ. What do you got?
It's New York versus Philly, buddy.
All right. Look, if I wanted to watch a movie about men in gangs from New York, I'd watch Gangs of New York, West Side Story, or A Bronx Tale, or any other film that has real.
He has a
significance.
script. You're looking at your phone and reading
I was just gonna say that.
Philadelphia. Look, I've been writing some notes while you were giving your, and
That's fair.
I
No,
was
no.
not
That's not
disrespectful.
wrong.
I was
That's
not
okay.
interrupting you.
I
But I was writing my thoughts down.
I'm
Just
sorry.
to,
No, that's good. That's good.
I
Yeah,
apologize. I'm cutting you off.
Anyway, if I wanted to watch a movie about gangs in New York, I'd watch Gangs of New York, West Side Story, A Bronx Tale, or a movie of real significance.
West
And
Side
speaking
Story's
of
not New York.
movies, speaking of stories of real significance, Philadelphia has iconic actors, Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington, 2 of the best actors to ever grace the cinematic
Was it
screen.
based on a real story?
It is a powerful portrayal of social issues, particularly HIV and AIDS. Warriors, on the other hand, focuses on violence. It lacks depth
No.
and social relevance and pales in comparison to the cinematic masterpiece that is the performance of Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington.
Is Philadelphia based on a real story?
Doesn't matter. It is a far superior cinematic film in terms of story, in terms of social relevance, than whatever come out to play whatever that is. Whatever that is.
Tom Hanks.
Based
got
on
his
an earlier
teeth
argument, the fact that yours is not based on a real story does not do much for me.
And also about the mob movies, the Warriors is like 80s mobs. You don't really
Yeah.
see that
And
much.
that's pre-Giuliani.
Hey, Joe.
You didn't really miss anything if you missed the 80s.
Joe.
So.
Joe's pretending to be asleep.
I think it's a pretty cool era that hasn't
All
been
right, hey,
explored
hey, where we all out? Where are we feeling? What's the heat in the room? The
Well,
Warriors?
we know we have 2
Warriors?
votes for Warriors. We got
Warriors?
1 vote, obviously, for
Warriors.
Philadelphia.
You got 2 votes for Philadelphia.
Tom Hanks got his cheeks
Joe?
slapped and sued his employers.
Joe?
James, what?
That's Philadelphia. That's the movie. That's the fucking movie.
Actually,
I'm sorry. I love James's argument.
so
Joe? Where you at?
I don't feel
Warrior.
confident this is being. Oh, for sake,
Joe,
Joe.
the Warriors?
Warriors.
Eric, the Warriors?
Of course.
All right.
God,
that was easy.
the cinematic mind of a 6-year-old
But
had to balance that vote out.
See.
Oh, please. A little ad hominem.
You lost me at the
And
beginning of
we
your speech.
have
and
the
you went,
bonus
"Ladies and
vote on the Warriors, too, so it wasn't even that hard.
no, James. Was,
Unlike Tom Hanks' dick when he put it in Dude.
yeah.
his
Absolutely.
boyfriend in that movie was Antonio Banderas.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
All right. Next.
Fucking
What's
3.
that mean
I
That's
for
what I want
me?
to think about for 2 hours when I'm watching a movie.
Yeah,
That's what I
I'm
think about
sorry you're
for 2
homophobic,
hours
James.
The entire time.
Oh, you're just making a
Sim was
tap.
just trying to fucking make some ground on his fucking constituents.
Civ.
Oh,
Okay.
I like
You know why
the
Joe voted for Warriors? You know why Joe voted for Warriors? No, I'm not gonna say it. It's mean.
Why? No, go for it. Do it. Just
No.
fucking burn
Burn
him.
No.
But I will
Homophobic.
say-
He's homophobic. That's why he voted against
Wow.
Philadelphia. He's homophobic.
I will say,
you're macho man.
you're
It sounds
saying
like
Philly has a lot of homos?
just
We
to
literally
concede
have the
to-
neighborhood in Philly. What are you talking about?
Just to concede though, the Warriors is actually pretty intelligent because it's based off of what, the Iliad?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
kind of smart on how they did that because it's a story about
such a
them
good movie.
trying to get back to their homeland.
Yeah, it's them
So
lost because the leader of all gangs died. It's a great movie. But let's move on to the next bracket. We've already done it. And hey, Philadelphia, great fucking movie. You
I do
should
like
watch
great
it.
movies.
Anyone should watch Philadelphia. It's all about like legal stuff and
Yeah.
it's good.
Don't waste your time with Warriors. Watch Philadelphia. It's
You
actually a
could just
good
watch Star
movie.
Trek.
Watch
though.
both.
Yeah, it's
it's
really cool.
everyone has AIDS.
Court shit.
Yeah.
And don't listen to Joe.
All right, but next up we have
all because I'm the one person that voted.
What do we get in
Yeah.
Star Trek for?
Yep.
All right, so we got Tuck Everlasting from Tori against Scary Movie from Joe.
Hey.
Scary movie.
Scary
Yeah,
Movie.
scary movie.
Scary Movie?
Fuck
Can we
Joe.
just
I'm
do
going
this?
to tuck everything.
Can we just do this?
Yeah, Scary Movie.
Scary Movie? Yep. All right, cool. All right, this one's fucked up. I don't like this. I don't like it one fucking bit.
Ooh.
This would be the last
Yes.
fucking one of this section.
This is the last one in the section. Empire Strikes Back thanks to fucking Billy. And Back to the Future thanks to
Sup?
who was that?
Sup?
Eric.
Back to the
Empire.
Future.
I don't fucking know.
I
I don't know. I have no fucking opinion at the moment. I need to hear some shit.
We normally do an hour podcast. This is 3 hours right now.
Joe, we're doing some shit here. It's fucking revolutionary. We're deciding on the best movie ever, and everybody has to agree with it.
Yeah. Fuck your
clearly not.
bedtime.
Oh,
It's the last
yeah,
one.
sorry.
It's the last one.
It's
None
the
of you
last
agree
one
with
of this
fucking Logan.
side.
Look how that turned
I
out.
swear we won't
Alright.
keep going after you go to bed. It's fine. Are we gonna keep going after Joe goes to bed?
Absolutely.
I'm totally down
Okay,
to keep
cool.
going.
we're gonna sub in James for Joe.
Oh,
yeah. Yep. Did someone just kick him?
No, he left on his own accord.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
All right, so we know he was. Wait, Joe, were you Empire Strikes Back or Back to the Future before you left?
No,
I'm
Eric
Back
is
to the Future, motherfucker.
So is Empire.
No, I mean his vote. I want to see if
Right?
his
Oh,
vote
Billy
matters.
was Empire, right?
I'm not saying my vote till the end.
Okay.
Oh my god, this
Alright,
sucks.
so
This
here-
sucks. This is the worst.
Here's the deal.
This
Here's
is
the deal.
the fucking worst.
Here's the deal.
Wait.
I'm Back to the Future.
All right, I will give Billy's argument for Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
I will fucking agree with you probably.
I'll preface it with I've been undefeated. So you can go against me. But Back to the Future is one of the best movies.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. But Eric, with your comment like, "Oh, I'm undefeated right now," I'm gonna go Tropic Thunder. Alex, go to your brother and just punch him really fucking hard in the face right now. Just suck him right in the face. All right,
Read the
continue.
bracket.
Yeah. But you
No,
punch him in the fucking face right now.
that's fine. You can put Empire put there, but Back to the Future is one of the best movies that really started to dive into time travel. Led to Rick and Morty existing, by the way. That's the exact reason why Rick and Morty exists. Was the relationship between Doc Brown and can't remember his name, Marty McFly. No, there it is. I said Marty McFly 2 seconds after I said can't remember his name. Great fucking movie. It's amazing. It's one of the best. I love the entire series, but if we're talking about the first one, it is so cool that in 1987 they did all of this special effects. They did all of this to create a sci-fi. I'm not reading off of anything. I'm literally going off my brain because I love this movie so much.
Keep looking down.
Oh, I'm looking at my hand hitting. I can change the fucking camera. There's nothing in front of me. There's just my hand. That's the timestamps of me cutting stuff out. Anyway, it's a great movie. If you don't want to vote Back to the Future, then don't vote Back to the Future. But that's my vote. That's where I'm going for. That's been amazing.
So
one of the first time travel movies that ever existed.
What year did it come out?
1987.
85.
85. 87 was the second one.
So I was going to open this up by saying, by quoting Eric and saying, "I'm undefeated," and the arrogance alone should warrant a vote for what is clearly the more cinematic, masterful piece.
No,
of
past
The Empire
experiences
Strikes
don't
Back.
matter in this conversation. We don't care what happened earlier.
Okay, all right. So then I'll get into the real aspect of
Give me something.
we're comparing a movie, The Empire Strikes Back, to a movie where people had to go in and pitch the idea that a guy was going to have a friend who was significantly older than him, who was not explained to us for whatsoever reason,
It was explained.
who was a nuclear scientist who failed, who was
Nuclear
disgraced, a disgraced nuclear physicist. They go back in time.
It was the 80s.
And they call
It was a different time.
They call the movie Back to the Future, and they go back in fucking time. And then
they go back
what's
to
the first thing?
future.
What's the first thing that happens? His mom tries to fuck him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then died.
Alabama.
Yeah, that warrants a
motherfucker.
vote. And then the son, who's in the past, who's fighting to get back to the future, by then befriending again this disgraced nuclear physicist.
He's not disgraced.
He is disgraced. He's absolutely disgraced. He's not accepted in the community.
Stop arguing about the other movie and argue about your movie.
Well, I'm just it's such a
you're
it's a better movie.
You're politicizing it. I want to hear you argue about the movie you're supporting, other than arguing against the movie you're against. What is so good about your movie?
It's just better.
I thought
everything about it, from the storyline to everything that happens in the movie, it's so much better than Back to the Future.
How?
What
the
happens
whole
in Empire?
storyline, the whole aspect of Back to the Future is
Empire is
such
the
a
first explosion of the Death Star. Is Empire the first explosion of the Death Star? No, it's after.
No, it's after.
So Return of the Jedi is the third. Empire is the second.
Yeah.
Empire is the Wampa, and he fucking sleeps inside the fucking dinosaur thing.
Yeah.
On Hoth.
Yeah.
They get found in Hoth.
Oh, that's where he ties up the legs, which fucking played into so many video
Family
games.
Guy, which then Family Guy went and made a whole
who gives a shit
episode
about
off
that?
of.
No. Family Guy made a ripoff of Blue Moon, which is A New Hope, which is the first movie. Blue Moon was the first name that they had for it when they were keeping it in secrecy for Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I know a lot about Star Wars.
Star Wars is much better than Back to the Future.
No,
I'm
Back
sorry.
to the
There's
Future
no
is
comparison.
No.
There is no comparison from George Lucas and Star Wars. Back to the Future.
Can-
The whole premise of Back to the Future is just mind-blowingly stupid.
No, so
So-
so you said that like, oh, he goes to the past. It's called Back to the Future. The whole premise is he goes back in time to the '60s, and his whole goal is to go back to the future where he's from.
Why does he go back to begin with?
He goes back in time because Doc Brown
Because he
is
pref-
a maniac.
Disgraced nuclear physicist.
I thought the
Who-
whole
who is
story
being
A
started
killed.
off.
disgrace. You're adding extra adjectives.
Hold
to...
on. The
No,
whole
no,
story.
I'm not adding extra adjectives. He's
He's
a
not
disgraced nuclear
disgraced.
physicist.
He's not
He's
disgraced.
absolutely
I see-
disgraced.
I see you, Joe.
Prove
The
to me.
whole-
Tell me why he's not disgraced.
Oh, his camera's not.
The
going
whole
on.
story starts off with Doc Brown getting gunned down by Lebanese terrorists because he stole uranium to power the DeLorean.
And
Did you
know
guys
what the
not
funniest
watch
joke-
the movies?
Do you know what the funniest joke about that is? He goes, "How did they find me?" And it literally says Doc Brown Sciences on the van. It was like, "How'd they find me?" Because your van says Doc Brown on the side, you fucking idiot.
But just to keep it simple on
I
The
love that
Empire
movie.
Strikes Back being a better film, Luke, I am your father.
Yeah. All right. So hold on. Which Star Wars movie is the first one with the battle of like the Jedi music and shit?
Oh,
Dude,
that's
Phantom Menace.
Oh, that's one of the
Phantom
yeah,
Menace.
that's one of the new
Oh,
ones.
Phantom Menace, the first one of the prequels.
Okay.
Yeah.
That music is so good.
But
In spite of your argument, Civ, I'm gonna have to go Empire because it is a better film.
Yeah, it is a better form.
I
And
feel
it-
like
and here's
I
the-
agree with that. I think
And here's the thing: at the end of the day, I actually love Back to the Future, but
I
just wanted
love Back to
give
the
the
Future
argument.
too.
Mhm.
It's great, but I think Empire is a
Oh, yeah.
movie.
It's just so culturally way more significant than Back to the Future. Not that Back to
Yeah,
the
and
Future
the
isn't.
cultural appropriation in it, like fuck yeah.
100%.
Yep.
But all right, so
Civ smiled. Civ smiled.
so Civ, your own movie. Your Empire Strikes Back.
Empire.
Alex's Empire.
It's not my movie. It's not my movie. It's Billy's movie.
Okay.
It's Billy's.
So Empire for Alex, Empire for Mike.
Yeah, I think I'm going Empire.
Joe, what
Yeah.
are you?
I find your lack of fuck it. I'm.
You want to try again?
I
bud?
find your lack of farting.
Fortitude.
I find your lack of giving a fuck anymore. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I've been up since 5 in the goddamn morning and I have
Back
a
to the
16-hour
Future
shift
is
tomorrow.
mine, and I'm so
Boo.
sorry. I lost to the
Joe's
Jets.
about that
apparently.
life.
I was undefeated and I lost to the Jets. What a shame.
Don't talk about sports. If you talk about sports, I'll fucking leave
I'm
right
not
now.
talking about sports. I'm just saying. I
It
was
turns
undefeated
into
and
the
I
whole
lost to
draft
the
shit
Jets.
for NC6.
All right, so Empire is going on to the next round in order to face Gladiator, which auto moves on thanks to Civ and Billy.
That's gonna be a hard fight.
Fist
Garden
bump
State.
Billy.
Garden State because of I Imagine Eric
Yep.
Yep.
versus Arrival thanks to me.
I think you.
Who has seen these movies?
I haven't seen either of them.
Joe?
I saw
Both?
parts of Arrival, and I've seen parts of. I have not seen Garden State in a long, long time.
Well, you've
Wait,
Mike?
let me-
Mike?
So
I have seen it.
I actually ended up watching Arrival because you told me I have to watch it.
What'd
you
And,
think? Alright, so I'm going to let you argue with this. What do you think of Arrival?
It just kept me hooked. I don't know how to describe it. Like,
Dude,
if I'm
did it make you feel something?
I mean, I was
Section right now. I gotta go to fucking sleep.
all right.
It was a realistic
Oh.
first contact. I really liked it.
Alright, Joe, I didn't realize we made it through that bracket, Joe. I'm sorry. You are good to go to bed.
I will say, you guys can gladly continue.
Joe,
I gotta go
Joe
to fucking
you
bed.
carried on
Joe.
through what we said we would carry on through. You made it. You made it through the first 32.
Can I
I
get confirmation from you that James can take over your vote?
he can take over as like my personal, but like I would love to hear what you guys talk about listening to this.
I
later.
will continue to argue for you for your movies.
Let me see these movies. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, god damn it!
Oh, don't worry. Hey, Joe, don't worry. I got you, boy.
Fuck!
Yeah.
All right. At
Don't
least
wor-
I was here for
no,
free.
dude, don't worry. We're
All right.
your movies they move.
Dude,
But
All right, so listen. All right, so I want to. Do you care about Garden State versus Arrival?
No.
All right, so we're gonna do this one, and we'll call it from there.
Okay. Can I still
Well-
leave?
oh,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I just want to do this one real quick.
That's fine. That's cool. I gotta sleep.
All right, that's fine, man.
Good night, friends. Thank you all for listening.
Getting a
Stay
night, bud.
safe.
All right.
Thanks
Love
for
you.
staying.
Nah, Bubba.
Love you all. Fuck you, Civ.
All right, so Mike.
I hope he has the worst day at that traffic stop tomorrow.
Oh God.
Oh, he fucked up all the cams.
Mike, Arrival. What did you think?
It just got me hooked because
That's
if
fun.
I were to think about the first contact between
I don't know.
humanity and an alien species, I would imagine that it would be something like this. I cared more about that aspect than anything else in the film. So
Yeah,
That
I also
aspect
like
is cool as shit.
how it's not even like a humanoid entity. They're not humanoid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like, how the fuck do I even talk to something that doesn't even have a mouth? Like, they don't have hands. I can't sign language to them. It's just like,
And
what do
then,
we
like,
do?
On top of it, the whole twist with the whole thing, and it's like, would you make that decision yourself? You know
I
what I
forget
mean?
what happens though.
Okay, Mike, do you remember?
It's really fucked up.
Not
Mike,
really.
do you remember? I don't want to spoil any of it because I want to save it for the next round because the next round's gonna be fucking hard as shit.
I'll be honest, I kind of fell asleep during the film, but that was because I threw it on late. So I
Yeah.
gotta watch it again.
Yeah,
but
same.
I think the next step though, then like if you can't argue that, I mean,
I'm just gonna look it up right now.
But I would say Arrival would probably be it because it was interesting.
that's fair. But Garden State is on my list, and that was my suggestion because
That's not an argument.
Yeah, that really is.
no. My argument is
What?
it's on my list because I went to film school. I was living in Jersey and everything, and that movie is about a dude who went to film school and then came back home, and everyone started calling him Hollywood, and he had a lot of like mental shit going on and everything. And I'm not trying to pull the mental fucking shit again. I did that with
Yeah, he is.
no.
Yeah, he is.
No. I did that with Puss in Boots. That was my one where I
With
sent
Puss
it.
in Boots.
Yeah.
He pulled the card already.
pulled
He's
the card.
gone.
I sent the insane card out already. but no, I love that movie. It's like when I go home and visit my friends and everything, it's like nothing ever changed, but you always see the things are different when you see the kids that you were in high school with or in middle school with and everything. Like it's just always a little bit different when you go back home. And that's what Garden State was about. It was about this guy who didn't talk to his family for years. He went home to Jersey, gets there, hates being there the entire time, meets someone who's just weird in Jersey, and learns to like kind of cope with the fact that like it's okay to be different and it's okay to be weird and like it's okay to recognize the world in a different way to the people that you've known when you were like 10 years younger and you were 5 years younger or whatever. I love that movie because it's just like it's a coming of age movie, but it's not a coming of age movie. It's a hey, I'm older, and when I go back to my hometown, everything's a little bit different. So that's how I've always felt that about that. I've always loved it that way because I've seen that since I was in middle school. We moved from New York to New Jersey. We then all of that. I've just always seen it. It resonates with me. If it loses here, I don't care. It's just something that like definitely watch it if you move around.
Was he also coping
yeah.
with the fact that he lived in Jersey?
Yeah. So, Civ, have you seen either of these movies?
No.
Okay, cool. So Eric, I went to college in Rhode Island and didn't make a decision to move to New Jersey because I was kind of forced to do it. I was on my way home and was told, "Hey, we live in New Jersey
We
now."
don't live there anymore.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Like you're leaving everything you know behind.
Mm-hmm.
Arrival is about making a decision that is impactful on another person's life that like you know is going to happen. You have no way to fucking change it. And it is, you know, you're going to go through the most painful experience in your entire life. And do you accept that and continue with it? Like, it is so fucking wild, that
With
movie.
that argument alone,
That movie is so insanely wild.
with that argument alone, I will vote Arrival.
Arrival is fucking amazing.
It's really good.
Every second of it, and when you sit there and watch it, you don't know what the fuck's going on for an hour of that movie, and all these fucking random ass flashbacks are going on, and you're like, what the fuck is going on
What
here?
is
Like, this
this?
is so
Yeah.
weird. Like, what happened in her past life? And then like everything slowly starts to get revealed to you, and you're just like, that fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Like, you watch it and it fucking hurts.
Yeah.
And it feels like, god damn it, like if you were in that position, what would you do?
We've talked about that before.
It's such a hard question. It's insane. It's so insane.
No, I know exactly what I'd do in that situation, but
And it just seems like
for
a
that
normal.
movie, that's a movie where
It's
I
like
would
a
not
normal
spoil it.
sci-fi movie. It seems like a normal sci-fi movie, and then all of a sudden there's like these wild questions of like, what would you do in this situation? And what like it's
So
absurd. It's like I feel like the psychology aspect of it
Right.
should hit you hard enough that you're like, what the fuck?
it's more philosophy, but yes. So
Sure, yeah.
Garden State is psychological in a sense, and the impact of the way that Arrival is, the way that you have to think about it while watching it, and then the questions that even come up afterwards of like, would I make that decision, are amazing. It's just
The actors
it's
too,
so
they play it
different.
so good. Amy Adams
Yeah.
and Jeremy Renner
Mhm.
are fucking awesome
it's
in that movie.
amazing. So like,
It's
yes,
so stupid.
yes, looking at it in like a philosophical aspect, Arrival is completely different, and it's talking about it's digging into the actual basis of being a human, which is amazing. Where I think Garden State digs into being a human, but with like, this is why we're all fucked up kind of thing. So if I'm going to change my vote, I want to vote for Garden State, but Arrival should move forward because it digs into a lot more. It's a crazier movie. These are both heady movies on their own, but Garden State's not as heady as Arrival. And Arrival is definitely like, holy shit, I gotta
So-
like take like a week to just fucking think about this movie.
Yeah.
Whereas Garden
process
State
it.
is like, nah, that makes sense. I'm from like, I lived in Jersey. I get it. We're all
Yeah.
depressed. It's cool.
But
But-
like, I think before we go to the next round at any point in time, everybody needs to watch Arrival. I think everybody needs to sit down and watch it. That's a movie you need to watch.
Watch both.
Both are fucking fantastic, but I think on this list, if you went across a movie that you haven't seen, you should go fucking watch Arrival.
Yeah.
That is, if
I
I
feel
were
the
to
same
rank-
way though with Garden State though. Like Zach Braff, man, he writes some.
all right,
good-ass
hold on. Let
fucking
me put it
movies.
this way: if I were to rank all the movies I put on my list in an order, Arrival is definitely in my top 2, if not number 1.
Garden State's in top 5, so
Exactly. Like, Arrival is in the top 2 without question for me, if not number 1.
Yeah.
That movie is one of my favorite fucking movies ever.
Garden State top 5, whatever. Push Arrival forward. I just
So, there's so many people I was like, you need to watch this movie, and I showed them, and
I
they were like,
watched it. I
holy
was one
fuck,
of
that
those.
movie's
Yeah,
amazing.
I was one of those people.
It's amazing.
It's great.
Did anyone put Alien vs Predator on this list?
So, am I moving Arrival forward
I
then?
mean, well, vote wise, everyone.
Arrival.
Yeah. Alright, just move it forward.
Yeah.
Mike, you need to finish watching it.
Yeah. Oh, I'll watch it when I am actually awake. I'll probably get to
Yeah.
it at some point this weekend.
And Sim needs to watch it. He looks frozen right now.
So what
I was
happened?
texting. Hey.
What happened with Alien vs Predator?
Alien vs Predator.
It got eliminated in the pre-qualifying.
Really? Why?
No one put it on their list.
Oh, what? Why?
So what time is it? 11?
11,
Go for a
11.
little bit. Do we want to keep going?
No, I think we should call it here.
I would want to keep going because I do like Talladega Nights, and that one would certainly have my
You can't
vote.
just look at a movie.
This argument
Yeah,
is
I
so
think
hard.
that's a
Good
I think
stopping
that's
point.
an automatic push forward Talladega Nights.
First
What's
kiss,
it
kiss,
going
bang,
against?
bang.
No, you're wrong. I think we need to pause
Yeah.
it here.
100%.
I have 100% feeling Joe's going to vote for Talladega Nights if he didn't suggest it himself.
No.
No, Joe's definitely gonna vote for Kiss Kiss Bang Bang out of spite for Logan, as you said, Mike.
The spiteful votes are coming in. No, I got him on
We
my
got
side.
some interesting ones. We got Bullet Train versus Mallrats. We cannot do Into Spider-Verse versus Endgame.
Yeah, we gotta stop
without
here.
Joe.
We
cannot do that.
We gotta stop here. And
Joe will kill one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just put through Into the Spider-Verse?
Can we put Logan in place of
I just do it again.
Can we just put Logan all over the place, not on the bracket, around whatever he's fighting against?
Would have been Logan? Question mark.
I think maybe it is time to take this break, turn it off, come back to it when everybody's good.
And we'll set this up again.
We've got too many lineups coming up that
we
Joe
have
will
just
kill
a
us.
lot. And why is Joe all up in the first round? Like, we're all in the first round, but it's just been him arguing a lot of stuff.
Well, so he had, like, a lot of his movies are not in the next batch.
Yeah, so we had a lot of things going forward that were just...
Yeah, he got randomized and some shit.
Yeah, I had a few movies that got pushed through the next round. Like,
Yeah.
just already from
I was
crossover.
looking at all of your lists.
Well, Eric was undefeated.
Undefeated. Well, now I
No,
lost
you're
twice.
not.
I lost twice. I lost twice.
Yeah, you got shut down, motherfucker.
I lost twice. It's okay. I accept this.
Alright, so I think we'll call it tonight. Like, we made some progress on this. Goddamn, like, this is gonna be an interesting thing. I don't know when the next one is.
So
I don't think any of us know because this should probably be cut up into like a 2-parter, if not a 3-parter.
It's gonna be probably a 3-parter because we're gonna have to do the second half.
This is,
and then maybe we can power through the rest.
This is
we'll
about
see.
a 3.5-hour recording. Thank you for tuning in to
Jesus.
the Insomnicast for our bracket list. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been fun as hell for me, for Alex, who took over hosting for the night. Amazing. Did you enjoy hosting? He said
I'm
nothing.
hearing body.
We got Mike, we got Civ, we got James. You guys want to say anything?
Yeah, can we actually post this list along with the episode so then whoever does listen to it can actually see any of the movies on them? Because I think we've all been in agreement. No matter what, whether they got eliminated or not, these are movies you should just see.
Oh yeah,
100%.
And hey, I just want to say thank you guys for letting me get 1917 into the second round, because I did not expect that over Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, I'll put this on. This one I'm not going to actually delay release on. I'll actually release this one on YouTube. So the video's up there. You can see the bracket and move on. And then I'll put the bracket in the description so you can see every movie that was listed.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel bad for anyone who listens to this on Spotify going,
Can't see what's
the
going
bracket?
on. Yeah.
What's the bracket? What are you guys talking about? What route are you on?
I'm sitting here highlighting stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, they're not gonna see that on Spotify, but yeah, on YouTube, it's YouTube Insomnicast. Go to it. I'll put this up. I will probably split it up into like 2 parts because it's 3.5 hours.
So. That's crazy.
Better bring a pen and a pad, and for the love of God, please put in the comments your thoughts.
How
on Rocky.
Stupid Mike was during
No,
this.
just put your thoughts about Rocky 4 and the fucking
reason
fact that
why Back to the
and the
Future
fucking
should
fact
have
that
won.
Philadelphia lost to Warriors. I'm sorry. That is no way.
Yay!
Cancel this podcast, please, for the love
I'm
of God.
canceling myself. Good night. See ya. It's been fun.
Have a good night.
Everyone has AIDS.